For Salvador Theodore Hornraven, or Cy for short, growing up in Stonefall wasn't hard. As the eldest son of one of the most wealthy and powerful men in the city, he spent most of his time training in sword fighting and hitting on the variety of beautiful women in the city. At 18, against his father's request, he joined the army. He doesn't speak about his time in the army, nor about the multiple years after. He eventually found himself wandering when he stumbled into Runekilder. There, he was taken captive and thrown into a fighting pit. Across from him was a female dwarf, with a look of desperation in her eyes. Feeling this would be the last fight of his life, he used every bit of strength to survive, forcing the fight to end in a draw. After the fight, he learned that the feisty dwarf's name was Pyra. He was set free after the battle, and continued on his way through the mountains. He eventually found himself in the middle of a desert, heading toward a small village, when a huge sandstorm came out of nowhere. Cy took refuge in a small temple in the village. As he waited for the storm to pass, the figure of Bahamut appeared before him. Cy made a deal with the god that he would fight as Bahamut's sword. The god branded Cy's wrists with his symbol to seal the deal. As the storm passed, Cy left the village and began his trek back to Stonefall. On the road back, Cy stopped in Runekilder to find Pyra. Pyra said her grandmother had gone missing, and how she is in a struggle for power over the city. He offered to take Pyra to Stonefall in hopes his father would know how to find Pyra's grandmother. Yet, when they arrive in Stonefall, they discover Cy's younger brother Ben had gone missing as well. Lord Hornraven granted Cy knighthood and a squire named Brian, or Jerome, or Mickey or something, before sending him on a mission to find their lost loved ones. Now, with new friends at his side and Bahamut in his sword, Cy is off on his journey of redemption and discovery. And pigs. And shiny rocks. Hello! Welcome back if you're returning. If you're not returning, hello for the first time. I'm Sona Bryce. This is Talltales Gaming. This is going to be our second ever one-shot, which I'm excited because I'm DMing, and it's exciting. Why don't we go ahead and go down the line, and just introduce yourself, introduce your character a little bit, and then we'll do any announcements anybody wants to do, plugs if they want, and then we'll jump right into it. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. So I guess it's me first?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. My name is Anne. XO_Girl Wonder on Twitter. And I play a tiefling druid monk multi-class named Melikaya, and she is a big nerd for elementals.
Alright, head on over to Jerry.
Hey guys, it's Jerry. It's Steed on Twitter. I am playing Drace, otherwise known as Azariel Retacitor. He is, and I never know how to pronounce this, so Asimar or Asimar, whichever is correct. Someone tweeted at me. Please do it as grognardy as possible. Thank you.
Alright.
He is a sorcerer using the Favored Soul origin from the Unearthed Arcana article from Wizards.
On over to Will.
I am
Or Splink.
excited. I will be playing the exciting Exciter of the Excited clan. And now, in all seriousness, Will, aka Spoint, aka Excited, Dragonborn Cleric, Tempest.
God, I wish this was alcohol. And then, last but not least, Megan.
Hi guys, I'm playing Kethra. She is multi-class monk and rogue, and not quite the same. She is the assassin archetype, unlike Kay, who is thief. So that'll be fun.
Ooh.
And we lost Anne.
Yes.
I also have lost Sono's video.
Yeah, and Spoint is frozen on my screen.
Oh, God.
That's exciting.
We were fine until I clicked stream.
Everything was fine for like an hour.
Button. button.
I pressed
You
the button.
pressed the button,
everything
and
broke.
it happened.
Guys, I was gonna come back really quickly. If you didn't bring it up, I was just gonna hit refresh
And
really
you
quickly.
gotta mute yourself on roll 20. You're echoing. I can't.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what to do. So, is the video still gone?
No, it's back now. Did you take us offline?
No, I just
Okay,
waited.
all right.
Am I still frozen?
Yes.
Everyone looks
That might
Not
fantastic.
for me.
Too much
That
excitement.
might just be me.
And our last player, who's going to be a little bit late tonight, is Azareth. He's playing that's not human. I talked to him about it like not too long ago, and I just have the worst memory in the world. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's a fight. He's a human fighter who specializes in crossbows. So it'd be fun. Does anybody have any announcements, any plugs they want to do?
I do. I want to give a shout out to Play to Beat Brain Cancer. I'm wearing their shirt. They're at play-to-beat_BC on Twitter. And I'd like to thank them for this lovely Wormwood Gaming dice box in Purple Heartwood that I won in their raffle. And they are raffling off a cherry wood dice vault right now. So if you head over to their Twitter, you will find how to enter to win that, and that's pretty cool. And you should check them out anyway because they're awesome. So yeah,
Wormwood
I'm
Gaming.
gonna be rolling in my lovely new Wormwood dice box, and I'm gonna actually put my dice in it now that I've shown it off.
Alright, I'm going to plug real quick the project I've been working on for nearing a month now. Is this web series called Matchless. I was a part of the crew of it. It's going to be releasing, the first episode is going to be releasing on June 7th on YouTube. If you search Matchless, you'll find it. Matchless web series. You might find some weird thing. It's also on Twitter, it's on Facebook, and I think it's going to be interesting. Well, I know the entire plot of it, so I know it's interesting, but hey, watch it. One of my friends directed it, and she was in my other DM. She's in my other game that I DM off stream, and it's awesome and good fun times. June 7th. Smile. Ding. Anyways, anybody else have anything before we jump right into it?
I would like to plug plugs.
You can put them in your bathtub. You can put them in the sink. I'm not going to say where else you could put them. That would be
I was trying
inappropriate.
so hard not to go there.
That would be inappropriate. Anyway.
Literally, the thought entered my brain immediately, and I went, "Nope, I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to pretend like that is not a direction it can be taken." But you had to go there.
Hey, I didn't say.
Wow.
I didn't say.
Wow. We've only just started, guys.
8 minutes in, we've already had technical problems. I've already made a terrible joke. Let's do this.
I'm
is
gonna
tall.
refresh roll 20
Okay.
before we start, so that Spoin's video unfreezes for on my screen.
Okay. In the meantime,
So-
I'm going to talk about what my cat's doing because it's kind of weird. She's just laying on my cord for my light, and you know how they put their paws underneath them to look like a hair loaf.
Hair loaf. Okay, now my
I
video.
don't know why
Okay.
your laugh got me. It's not even been a
Got
long
worried for
day.
a
I had
second.
class at 1 p.m. So I'm
For a second, nothing loaded at all.
So, you guys ready to jump right into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So, let me pull up my thing.
Dude.
What was that? You kind of cut out a little bit.
Yeah, you went super robot-y and cut out. And not the good bendery kind of robot-y.
But Bender isn't the good kind
Well,
of robot.
I mean,
Anyway.
evil bendery kind of robot, but like,
Well, anyway. Through one means or another. Okay. I was like,
Everything was fine until you pressed the button.
I said 5 words and we lost a player. And he's
I lost all your pictures, so
Dude, this
I said 5 words
like
and we lost
magic.
you.
you know,
I'm gonna repeat those 5 words and
Like
see if we
that,
lose like
bro.
Jerry or something. Through one means or another. Pause. Okay, we're good. These illustrious characters found themselves either traveling on or working on a ship known as the Lily of the Sea.
drinking won't solve your problem.
Anyway, during their time on the Lily of the Sea, this party realizes how harsh and how much of a bitch Captain Paywin is to her crew. So in turn, the party attempts to get the crew to join them in a mutiny to overthrow the captain, but it goes to no avail, and Paywin discovers the attempt at a mutiny and decides to deal with them. So instead of giving them a quick and easy death, Captain Paywin decides to leave the party to die slowly on a deserted island. So, the 5 characters now stand on the beach as they watch the ship go off into the distance, into the horizon.
How many feet away is it?
So many. It's a big ship and it looks
All of
like
the
this.
feet.
Okay, fine. You win.
So,
Anyway,
it's about nearing midday on this beach. The water's pretty blue. You notice the island, the beach goes as far to your left as you can see, as far to the right as you can see, and directly behind you there was a pretty thick forest. So what do you guys do?
Well, that didn't go as planned.
You think?
should have destroyed the ship as soon as I could.
With us on it?
That
Would've been
wouldn't
better than
have
this.
accomplished.
That
Drowning would have been better than no. No,
Yes.
it wouldn't.
It
Yes, it would.
seems
For me, at least.
self-defeating.
Look, I just wasn't expecting. Normally, when I tell one of my more uplifting stories, people get uplifted. This, I wasn't prepared for how terrified of that captain they were. I mean, she was tiny, and many of them weren't.
So it's always the tiny ones you have to be the most afraid of. Reminds me of the last one I ate as a young toad.
Just so you guys have a
Alright.
little bit of where you're going, you do see a small-ish path leading into the forest.
Could
Yeah.
I check for tracks or something, like a survival check? Just want to see if there's anyone that's been walking around.
All right,
If
do
we're
a survival
alone.
check looking for tracks then.
I also love how there was no reaction to what I just said. Okay. Survival. Boom.
What is it? You're gonna have to tell me. I don't have
It,
it
oh,
up.
it's a 22.
Oh, all right.
I got excited. Okay.
You look around for a bit. Other than the prints that you guys are leaving as you walk, There really isn't a whole lot of prints on the path. I mean, there see some couple animals here and there, but they're pretty sparse and not very recent.
You know, I think it's a lot safer here than it was on that ship. Although, really, if I had the right position and the right opportunity, I probably would have beaten that captain and everyone would have been just fine. I'm hungry, by the way. Maybe we should go into the woods and kill something, you know, go hunting.
Here's what I know as a writer of some repute. If we go into those woods, weird shit is going to happen to us.
If we stay on the beach,
We're going to be
It
out in the
won't.
open.
yeah, we're just gonna bake in the sun. We have no water.
I point at the ocean where the ship just was. I'm pretty sure that counts as water.
Drinking water.
Mm.
Drinking seawater is not. Don't do it. That's not good.
I'll give you $5 if you drink that seawater.
Don't.
I'm considering it now.
I'm not actually gonna give you $5.
Honestly,
It went to
I
this.
feel more comfortable. Honestly, I feel more comfortable in the woods than I do out in the open. So that's my suggestion. In the woods we go.
It's either into the woods or we follow the beach until we come across a river or something.
Well, into the woods we go, I guess.
All right. You start walking your way through the forest, into the forest. Okay. Sorry, I was reading my notes. I should write better notes. You walk for 10, 20, 30 minutes. It's pretty, this island, you realize, is kind of a lot bigger than you thought. It seems to be just keep going on and on and on. The path
Don?
does sway here and there, but for the most part, it does keep going straight. I'd like everyone to roll a perception check.
— 15.
24. Natural 20. Yeah.
14.
21.
Everyone but Drace sees ahead of them. It's a fairly light dirt and a couple of grass broken up here and there path. But at one point it does turn a little bit darker for about 15 feet, and then goes back to light dirt and the grass.
Darker as in wet, or
Oh no.
It's a very darker shade of brown.
Well, that looks weird.
You also notice
What
in
looks weird?
you notice
You
in this
see that
area that's
patch
a
in
lot
the path?
thicker woods.
Yeah, I totally see what's going on. It's definitely
What?
weird.
What patch? It's just the ground.
It's darker there, though.
As a nature outdoorsy would-be person, can I figure out why it's darker? Or is it just...
Not only did I just lose your video, but yes, you could.
Okay.
Roll
what do I need to do to check
Roll a
this
survival
out?
check.
Come on.
you mentioned something about the surrounding forest there?
Yeah, you realize for the last like 10 or so minutes, the woods gotten a lot thicker, and it's been harder and harder to find a spot to actually walk.
I
Like, off
rolled
the
a
path.
20. I rolled a 24.
Okay. Like for real though,
Yeah.
you've been rolling.
No.
You have not rolled below
How-
20. I'm just like, amazed at this point. Yeah, it's
How is RNGesus not like I roll my own dice because RNG's is shits on me in Roll20 when I use Roll20's dice. How is this?
Yeah, I haven't rolled lower than a 15 plus my modifiers. I have a +7 to survival. Sorry, guys.
So the darker area, you realize you've seen this before. It's a very thick mud, and usually these type of pits usually sink down for a distance, and it doesn't take a lot of pressure in order for an object to fall within the depths of it.
Oh yeah, guys, it's a pit trap thing. Could I pick up a rock and throw something right where it's dark to try to trigger it, just to show everyone?
This isn't really a trap per se. This is more of a natural occurrence.
Oh, I thought it was. Well, I poke at it with my quarterstaff, anyways. It's just a natural dip. It happens all the time.
When you poke at it, your stick goes into it like almost like water. You pull it back out, and it's covered in like a mud.
Yeah, no, it's just dirty, muddy stuff, guys.
So let's maybe not walk there then.
Okay.
But do you see another path?
You look around, and there's, other than the trees and this area have actually gotten a lot larger, they've also gotten a lot closer together, and it's kind of hard to find an easy way through them. There's a lot of high brush. There's a lot of plants you look at and you realize you don't really want to walk through them. There's a lot of thorns and gross. So, what do you guys do? Also, the YouTube channel has a link at the bottom of the page. It says YouTube. Anyway.
Okay,
Can we cut back the plants?
You can try.
I don't have anything to cut. All I have is a stick.
I've got my scimitar.
Got my rapier.
I got a mace.
Yeah, that's
that's
not a cutting implement.
I've got fire, and I shrug.
We probably don't want to make use of that while we're in the forest.
Hey,
Just gonna throw that out there.
I'm just telling you what I got. You know, just putting it out there.
I still don't have your video, by the way, Anne.
I would have to refresh it. So, I was just trying to... Okay. Anyway, let us proceed. My thing is loading.
So we all agreed on the fire, right?
Yeah, no.
No.
We're not going to fire. I'm not going to set anything on fire.
Yet.
Well, yeah.
We're not going to burn a forest. Why are we?
I never said I wanted to burn the forest. I was just saying that's all I got. So I can't do anything.
Fine, it'll be plan B.
Okay, I'm still listening,
So
guys.
what's
But I forgot
plan A?
something. Still listening.
Okay, hang on. Have we even bothered to introduce ourselves to each other? Like,
Well, we've
You guys would have
We've
met.
all
been
been
on
on the
that-
ship.
We've been on the ship for like a while. So, I've been drinking a lot, so I don't remember who you are exactly.
yeah. And I have this habit of making up better names for people when they don't have good ones.
I'm kidding.
So, and then he points right at Triton. What was your name again?
Triton.
Right.
I might need this.
Okay.
Train's less excited. God damn it.
All right. Let's just find a place that looks like it has some weaker vines or weaker vegetation and start trying to cut our way through. we can just sort of cut our way around this patch, I guess, and then continue on this path.
Agreed.
Alright. So you, make a perception check. Everyone that's looking.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, for God's sakes. 10.
What the hell just happened? Sorry,
Megan,
I stepped.
I heard teen. I didn't hear the first number, so.
14.
Okay, so you say teen. I'm like, that's a wide range.
17.
Okay. It doesn't take you too long to find a small, kind of rose bush. You can see that leads like a small way around it, and does lead to roughly the other side. It might be a little short, but it probably shouldn't be that much of trouble. So I assume you guys start.
I take my rapier and I start trying to cut it away.
Right. Just make an attack roll, just for shits and giggles.
I've been rolling lower and lower every time.
Did you roll a 1?
No, 13.
All right, you hit the bush.
Oh.
So you
I
start.
love how subtle that was. You hit the bush.
So you start just whacking into it, and it's pretty easy to get through the. It's not like a thick branches that hold it together. It's pretty thin. You're able to chop your way through, all the way. Sarah, chop all the way around, and you're able to find yourselves about 3 or 4 feet from the edge of the dark brown. But right in front of you is the muddy area.
I think we took a wrong turn somewhere. We were trying to get past this.
Well, we're farther along than we were before.
So,
I am
trying to
going-
cut through, or?
I have a question. Would the Wanderer ability from the Outlander background help at all?
Let me figure out what that Outlander ability
It
does.
says you have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day.
I assume
Um,
that'd be in mapped territory, which we probably aren't.
Yeah, this really isn't a mapped area from that you know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are literally in the middle of nowhere. Lovely.
Yeah, she
I
found.
can-
We're in the middle of a J.J. Abrams show. We should all kill ourselves.
She
I
found
can
the captain
find
found an
food.
island, kicked you off, and just left.
Hey guys, I can go find some food. Let's forage. I'm hungry. Still hungry.
Yeah, you
What time of day is it at this point? Can we still see the sun and the
it's-
sky through the trees, or?
It's kind of hard to, but you're able to make out that it's almost been an hour or so past the last time when you find yourself on the beach. Not a lot of time has passed since you were on the beach.
I'd say we need to spend as much daylight as we can trying to get somewhere to see if we can get the lay of the land first.
Okay.
Can we jump this mud?
Yeah, it's less than 5 feet, and if I remember right, you can jump. Is it half your speed, or is it
Yeah. Or
Something like that.
something like that? And I'm pretty sure all of you can jump 5 feet. So
Let's jump.
might as well jump. Okay. So once we've done a walk around, I can remember it easier, right?
for the most part, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted an interpretation on that. Okay.
Just for, you know what, I love this phrase, just for shits and giggles, why doesn't everyone make a, I don't know what type of check this would be. No jumping.
Talking about the jumping
Dexterity
athletic?
check. Is it just, was it
Could it be
acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you're better at?
Works for me.
The dark tree.
No.
Oh, for God's sakes.
What?
Hang on, this might not be
The dark tree rises.
that bad.
I
Got an
love-
18.
I have
13?
an 11.
Oh. Oh, that's better than my single digit.
What's your single digit?
4.
Why are you so
Four.
awkward, bro? Why are you so
Four.
awkward, bro?
Come on, a foot per number on the die. You know, I should be able to make that. Yeah.
You're lucky. So lucky. Anyways, you're able to all easily leap across. Trine has a little bit of a stumble. He gets a little bit of mud on his heel. But he grabs onto one of the branches on the side and pulls himself up. For the... Yeah, so you now find yourself on the opposite side of that mud pit thing. With the path continuing in front of you. I'm assuming you walk down that path, because why else wouldn't you?
Onward.
Yeah, just keep
All right.
walking.
So there's nothing special about it. No footprints, no weird things. I'm gonna keep looking and making sure.
You can make
things
another
don't
check if you
jump
want.
out. Okay. Da-da-da-da!
Bark
Tummy
Knight.
thing. Oh no!
Bark
I
Knight.
rolled a natural 1, so that's 8 total. There
Okay,
you go.
so with the natural one,
RNGesus has balanced
are
the
you
dice.
in a city? No, this is a forest. No. It's
Wait, guys!
That
I
look-
think there's a...
that's a tree.
There's
That's
a village.
probably a tree. That's probably you're pointing at Triton. That's probably a tree.
Dare call me a tree?
I'm just having a really bad time. I'm really freaking hungry. And
Take
I
it back,
can't
I'm not a
think
tree.
anymore.
Take it back.
I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at the thing behind you. God.
You mean that
If
rock?
only someone could invent some sort of confectionery that you could give someone when they were hungry and angry at the same time.
'Cause you're not acting like yourself right now. If
That
only
is
there was
exactly what's
something.
happening.
Like chocolate and peanuts. If only there was something. Anyway, you guys continue forward. For
As we're walking, Kethra pulls out some travel rations and shoves them into Malikaya's hand.
Thank you. And I really should have gone easy on my rations. For some reason, turning into animals makes me extra hungry. As it turns out, when you eat things as an animal, it doesn't actually sustain you when you turn back into your normal state.
There's a
doesn't?
thought, though.
It's really weird.
Could you fly up above the trees and see if there's anything around here but woods?
I tried that once. It didn't work. I can't do flying things. I'm really good in the
Yeah.
water, though.
yeah, I don't think she's high enough level for flying.
You
So
tried
she's-
to fly once. That
I was trying to explain it in character. But yeah, no. Let me tell you about the one time I tried to fly. It
She
didn't
needs
happen.
level 8 to fly.
there. It sounds like there could be a story there. We need to talk about that later when we make camp.
Yeah, no. No, I made the Druid Circle promise not to talk about that again.
And well,
And I walk
pineapple.
away.
And a blue French horn. Anyways, you continue forward. An hour or so pass, another hour pass, until you find yourselves staring at a thing blocking your path.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
Can we
Nope,
burn it?
nope, nope.
Let's burn it. It should be burned.
It's
We can burn that one.
when you're walking along.
Yeah.
When you're walking along, the trees
What?
actually got thicker. It's becoming
did you
almost like
guys say
walls on either side of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Burn this thing.
This
And
now
this now
now's the time
sits-
for that fire you were talking about.
the path leads forward, goes out into like a circle, and leads to the other side. And in the middle of that circle, this tree sits.
Wait. Oh, okay, wait. There's a picture. Oh, dear God, that looks evil. Oh, that's
It's a kitty.
terrible.
Go pet it.
That's
in,
a little
in a
disturbing.
circular clearing, you said?
It's a very small. It dips out a little bit, but not like dramatically. Like
Okay.
it's a slight divot.
Really, I can't. I don't have that. What? None of these are useful for this situation. Okay. No, that's good. I am going to cast Produce Flame in my hand. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna start with a little bit of fire to see what happens. Is that okay? And I look at everyone and I'm like, you should probably stand back for this.
You should use a lot of fire.
A lot of fire, and I step back. I step well back.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to produce flame first, see what happens. Oh, I don't have a target. Damn it. It won't let me.
Don't have a target?
So, yeah. Can I target that giant thing? It won't let me.
You can target the tree if you want. That is
No,
considered
but-
a
Saying
target.
roll 20 won't let her do the thing.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Roll 20 won't let me. do
Oh,
the
give
thing.
me 30 seconds. 'Cause I'm not sure how fast it's gonna load.
Produce flame.
Your character's right. Hopefully they're not seeing all the spoilers. Here you go.
God.
There you
Roll
go.
at the flame at a creature within 30 feet of you. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit. The target takes 1d8 fire damage.
You gotta take it in steps. I learned this.
There.
That-
You can now control your
learned-
character. There.
Okay, I learned this. You want me to target my own character with? Okay, never mind. Hold on. What is happening in my computer?
You need to listen to Sarah right now. She's being very reasonable.
Ooh, who's she talking to?
She's saying poke it with a stick. I'm sure it won't offend it. It's only a tree,
No.
merely a harmless tree. Yes, I'm sure.
Burn it.
What
Okay.
if it's related to this stick?
Y'all, we are on Snow Island, and there is a giant ape. Very, very close.
So I'm gonna have everybody step like 35 feet away,
Mm-hmm.
just the extra 5 feet, and I'm gonna be right at the edge, and I'm going to cast this little sucker and see what happens. Let me see. Hold on. It is a 23 to hit
Okay.
the tree for 4 fire damage.
All right. So, as everyone stand behind you, you put it in your hand, and a small flame produces in your palm, and it starts billowing up a little bit. You simply you toss it underhand at it. It kind of arcs through the air, and like collides with near the base. And you see it start to burn a little bit.
Did I make it angry?
You start to see it burn a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. That's to go all the way up the side of the tree. And within a couple seconds, one entire side of it's ablaze. And a couple seconds later, the entire thing is up in flames.
Okay, how
And
long
you're
do I let it burn, guys?
And you're all just standing there watching this tree burn.
Is it angry now? Is it gonna
Uh.
come and eat us?
I'm gonna, if it doesn't try
Is
to
it doing
eat us,
anything
I'm
other
just
than like
kidding.
burning? Like,
It's not moving. It's burning.
Oh, it's not
I don't-
moving. Okay.
I'm gonna
I-
get closer and try to spread the fire.
Okay. No, clearly it's fine, right? Like I
How
can
do you
turn-
want
I
to spread the fire?
Oh yeah, just
burn on it.
blowing it towards more trees.
No, not more trees. We don't want to burn down the whole forest.
I do.
I am going.
With us in it? First
on.
you want to sink the ship with us on it. Now you want to burn down the whole forest with us in it.
Yes,
Can I use
the best
it?
way to die.
Hold on, I just wanted to look at the spell to see if it was gonna do anything. No, why?
So in the meantime, you see Triton
Okay.
walk up, like get on his hands and knees and sort of start blowing on the fire. You keep a distance a little bit to prevent from burning yourself. You just blow on it. It moves a little bit.
And this is
Doesn't
why
wanna go
I
anywhere.
suggested we start small, and you guys wanted to use
You
the
blow on it a little
big
harder.
fire.
Hasn't done anything.
You blow on a little bit harder and the fire goes out a little bit and comes back on.
Damn it.
All right,
I'm gonna
so
add some tinder.
let's. You know what? Here's a thought. Let's leave the section of forest that is going to be consumed in a blazing inferno very soon. All in favor?
Yes.
And he raises his hand.
So does Kethra.
Let's go. Come along, Seriothrax.
Talking to
Is
the tree.
Triton's new name now, yes.
I'm
Tree
just
stump has a
the-
name now.
No, Seriothrax. That's that's the better name he's decided on.
Okay. Let me see if I have anything. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna casually walk away. I'm gonna keep my eye.
You can
I'm
do a
gonna
nature
keep my
check for me
eye-
if you want.
Well, I'm just gonna keep my eye on it and make sure it's not like gonna get angry, grow two legs, and eat everyone.
All right.
It probably would have hit me while I was there, but
Yeah, he was right next to it.
Well, I was hoping we'd have figured it out by then. Okay, nature check. I am not very clever. Let's see how this works out.
This is better than
Da-da-da-da.
7.
Gotta be better than the fire. 21. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong check. Damn it, I rolled a history check. It's the same modifier though.
I'll allow the
Yeah.
21. I'll allow it.
It's a +1. I rolled a nat 20.
yeah.
Oh, it's a natural
Wrong
20,
deal.
then fine. You notice that the fire isn't spreading that much because it goes straight down to a dirt that doesn't burn. So, from your knowledge, it's almost safe to assume that it would burn by itself for at least some time, unless it's been pushed on by some outside force.
Maybe I should go
Oh.
back with a match.
Kethra
That way
grabs
you're just
Triton's
burning
arm
the trees.
and
You're not even
pulls
like
him
spreading
along.
it. More fire.
These two are going to get us killed, Gethra.
Okay, so I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to make note of where this is in the forest, and, so I can come back to it later to check on it, and then I'm gonna follow the rest of the group.
Alright. So you guys walk away from it. You turn around every now and then you see the smoke billowing up above it. You walk for a little bit far, a little bit longer. The trees do eventually start to thin out a bit before it leads to a very large opening where the trees are actually very thinned out, and it stands in front of you. It appears to be buildings. Some single story, some double story. Fairly.
Do they appear to be occupied or?
I make a mental note of where every single one of those buildings are.
I'd like everyone to make a perception hearing check.
Let me listen very carefully.
Do Dragonborn have ears?
You can
25?
hear though.
15. I'll take that as
Apparently
yeah.
they have ears. I think just holes.
13, yes, 13.
Not a 21, or whatever. It's a 12.
25.
Oh, 25. Okay,
Okay.
not a 25.
Okay, so it's quiet.
I can make it not quiet.
It doesn't
Is it
feel
a little too
Triton?
quiet?
Triton, sit down.
No, don't tell me what to do.
I don't think there's anyone here.
Hmm.
Do the buildings look to be in good condition, or are they kind of run down, being reclaimed by nature sort of buildings?
well.
Oh,
They look empty.
I have a
Not-
sound of music kind of moment where I'm just kind of in the middle of all the buildings and swirling around like, hello, is anybody here?
You guys
I'm
want
gonna go
to
up to
walk
the
up?
closest door and knock.
Right, you walk up. You
I
you,
told you guys weird shit.
you hit it with your hand, and the door opens.
You say that like it's a bad
Have
thing.
you heard the good word of Talos?
You hear an echo. There's some furniture, but it's pretty empty.
I think we're alone now. No,
We should
kidding.
burn this place.
No,
No,
we're not.
they're-
At the very least, it's a good shelter.
Yeah, we don't even have to build anything. I mean, I don't really care for buildings and cities, but hey, less work for me.
I
The
Go inside and
fire
have
is
another-
not subtle. Oh,
does
What's
does
there
it
to
look
see?
like the buildings have been occupied in recent memory? Are there any like personal articles, or is it just very empty?
I'm not gonna have you do check for this. There is. It seems like you see like some boxes from like different like merchants have been just left laying there. You look into a couple of windows. It seems like there's actually some plates out with a little bit of food that's not the greatest anymore, sitting on top of them. And as you guys are talking, you head towards the center of town, and the pavement here. Well, it's not really pavement. It's a dirt road.
It's like gravel or rocks or something.
It's some gravel, some mostly dirt, and it's brown, and then it turns black. And as you walk into the center of town, there is it looks like 40-foot by 40-foot black circle.
I'm having second thoughts about this staying in town idea. I don't like this.
I would like you all to make a perception check real quick.
Eight.
desk.
13.
13.
No, it's a 4. No. 14, yeah. 14.
21.
As you get close, you notice in the middle of the circle, there are 2 small spots that aren't burnt.
That aren't burnt.
No.
No,
We should
looks like someone set something on fire here recently.
They're not. It's. Do you guys want to get closer?
I'm gonna go closer.
Kethra will watch.
I will watch.
Hey,
Grace just sort of sighs and shakes his head, but does go with her.
Right.
I'm not even worried about it at this point.
So those of you who are walking forward, you walk forward a couple feet. You walk all the way up to the center, and you notice that the spots aren't. They from a distance look kind of like perfect circles, but as you get closer, they look like footprints.
What kind of footprint?
They're not huge. They're humanoid.
Are we talking like itty bitty halflings?
They
Or
look-
like humans? Like how big are they? Like could I
They're large. They're
assess-
fairly large.
Okay. There was a person humanoid thing that was here before but isn't anymore. I am clever.
Now, is the circle like a perfect circle, or is it just like a rough circle?
It's pretty damn close to a perfect circle.
Yeah. It might be some weird magical circle. But I don't know.
Yeah. Can I make an Arcana check on the circle?
Please do. While he's doing that, you do find it is in the center of town, and right next to it is a temple. It's a fairly large temple.
I bet they've burned people at the stake or something here. I mean, I heard stories, but I didn't actually think it was a thing that happened.
16 for Arcana.
What are you looking for in particular? Just looking for any sort of magic?
Yeah, just in general, any kind of aura of magic, anything like that.
We didn't really talk a lot about your backstory leading into this. Would your character have experience with like a large amount of magic, like very powerful magic?
Um,
Or is it,
not like a lot of experience, probably.
or I think it's fair to say then, this is you've never felt as much magic as you do right now.
Okay, Drace immediately reaches out, puts his hand on Malakaya's shoulder, and says, "We need to back up now."
You do
I'm really curious about this, though. Like,
you do realize that it's you feel like that it was stronger at one point. It is fading fairly quickly, but something was here that might have been very magical.
We need to back up now.
Okay, I'm
This is
going-
more magic than I have felt in really ever, and that's saying something. So let's just move out of the circle and then maybe out of town.
do I know if it's some sort of nature-based magic or like divine magic, things that are closer to my purview? Can I tell?
Pay no attention to the man behind the cart.
I don't care about the curtain. I care about the big giant magic circle. That
Hold on. Excuse me a second. You go to the page.
sorry,
Um,
I'm not paying.
what would this be
What
considered?
happens if I lick the circle, man? No, don't do it.
No,
It's-
no.
It's burned dirt, so it's gonna be delicious.
A little dirt never hurt anyone. I mean, I roll in it on a regular basis. I don't care.
So didn't you say your character was like almost infatuated with the elemental planes?
Yes, yes.
You do feel like a slight connection to the earth elemental plane from this point.
So just really vague. Nothing like. specific,
Nothing
right?
recent. Well, it's been fairly recent that there was a stronger connection to it, but at the second it's fading and it's starting to almost evaporate completely.
Oh, it's going away. Aw. I'm so curious right now, but the
Try to-
magic's going away. Aw.
So,
It's not that bad, really.
portal?
Maybe. I mean, it's got some sort of connection to the Earth elemental plane, or something like that. It's really faint now. It used to be here, but not so much anymore.
I don't know about really faint. It's getting fainter, but there is a bit of a difference.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. It's fading. It's still here, but it used to be much stronger.
Which is why I'm suggesting that we don't be here.
Well, I mean, I'm a little curious, for nature and science and elemental research.
Is there
Okay,
anything
fine. I'm
recognizable about the temple?
gonna walk away.
You can do a religion check.
Oh boy.
Come
8.
on. You notice on the front door of the temple. I should have wrote this down. This is a good thing to have. And I'm like, I should write this down. And guess what I didn't do? So I know
Write
what
it
I'm looking
down?
for. Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm looking for. I just need to find it. You see on the front door there is where most temples would have like some sort of insignia of the god or goddess they would worship there. You see a pair of eyes surrounded by 7 stars.
I'm assuming with my 8, I don't know who that is.
Nah, you just see it. Like, look at that. It's cool.
Stars and Is it on both doors?
It's like it's like on the stone wall next to the door, and you see the door open and close like with the wind.
We should go in there.
That's not creepy at all.
It's just the wind. I've seen stronger wind.
I
Yeah.
make stronger wind. Fire. That could have been a
Blow
fart
you
joke. You don't
away.
know.
Sure. Let's have a look. See, maybe it'll tell us what's going on here. Because
Maybe there with Talos.
All right.
I'm loving your
whatever's
character
going
right
on
now.
here, I don't like it. I mean, there's, people left dinner out and now they're vanished. This
Eh.
isn't good. I don't think we should stay here very long.
That's unsettling.
Let's have a look at the temple and get out of here.
When I assume when you said something about Talos Triton, you just kind of walked off towards it.
Yes. Burst open the door. Brethren!
Give me one quick second. I want you to check Skype here in a second.
Oh,
Crickets.
Yay.
There's no one home. No
I
one's
just logged
home.
off of Skype.
He bursts open the door and there's no one there. Just crickets.
Brethren!
Stop, my homies. Wait, there's no one here.
oh God.
Like, no.
That'll do.
What's happening?
That's amazing.
Come on in, it's safe.
Oh yeah, that doesn't. Oh.
I guess I'll go. I mean, if you can't
As
believe,
Drace. All
if you
right.
can't-
So,
if you can't believe the paladin, then who are you gonna? friggin'
next up,
believe?
arriving would be
Cleric.
Kethra. As he's like holding the door open for you, you walk in, and you see there's pews leading down to the front, but soon you can't really see the pews or the front of the temple because all you see are skeletons.
Really? Okay.
Let's go. Let's not be here. I don't think we should stay here.
Whatever. Everything's
I think
dead.
we need to find out what happened to these people. I mean, there's a lot of them. Yeah, okay. We need to find out what happened to these people, Kethra.
I hate
When-
that you're right.
Let me put this in perspective.
Religious sacrifice.
This is it's not a huge town, but it's not a village. There's enough bodies here to be the population.
Oh Lord. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Hey,
We need to
Hello?
find out what happened to these people. This isn't right.
Any indication on the bones how they died?
I look at the holy people and wait for those to lead.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like,
You
I sort of count as that, I guess.
do a survival check, Triton.
Survival check.
I have a cut on my leg? What?
Unnat 20.
tell me that you know. 'cause
I just found
Also
a
the
random
latest-
wound.
Did you fail your survival check?
I think he failed his perception check. Is what that would be.
I'm like, my
Oh,
name
I
is.
You failed
I have a
both.
wound. What? I'm not bleeding. It's like scabbed over. I'm like, I don't remember getting. Anyways,
it's his medicine check that he failed.
yeah, yeah.
you see a lot of the bones are like some of the bones like on the body you assumed the point of death you can see on the skeleton. Some of them are snapped in two. You see entire rib cages just destroyed, and all around the bodies you see pebbles
Pebbles.
that don't really fit in with the geography, with the building, or with anything near here.
So are they big enough to have been used as like a sling
They're
ammunition?
They're roughly this size.
Because I'm thinking maybe they were ammunition for some sort of weapon. They were rocks. Can I go and pick one of the rocks up to take a closer
You
look?
pick it up, you examine it, like you do an Arcana check.
I am going to core detail this, but that's okay. I rolled a 14.
That's enough. This rock doesn't come from this plane.
Cool. Is it from the earthen elemental plane? The earth
From your
elemental plane
understanding,
of earth?
this might come from there.
I take one, just one, and I hang on to it, and it's like, this is so cool.
So what do you guys do?
That's awesome.
You
Are any of
think
the skeletons-
a rock used to murder all these people is cool?
It's not just any rock. It's
Yeah.
not from around here,
It's
guys.
not just a boulder.
No, it's a
It's a
murder
rock.
weapon.
It's a murder
Not
hobo
around
rock.
here.
Clerics used to ride these babies for miles.
So hoping
Okay.
you would get that. So what do you guys do?
So the giant
Catherine.
circle
Leave
was
these two?
portally. This rock came from the elemental plane of earth. There was a big fight here, I'm guessing.
And now everybody's dead.
You guys,
I'm gonna gather some of these rocks.
right,
Well,
you
if
pick up some.
everyone's deaf,
It's pretty
No,
easy.
a lot.
A lot.
Pick up a lot.
A lot of rocks.
A lot of rocks. Pick a
Like,
lot.
what do you like? Tell me how many rocks you want to get.
10 is a lot. I'll pick up 10.
Okay. I'm like, is there enough that I should count the weight, or is it
Okay, how many rocks?
all of them? There's a lot of rocks. You pick up 10 rocks. You put them in your
10
bag.
rocks. Yeah.
Are any of the skeletons wearing anything valuable? Just at a glance.
You look around. There's some shirts, some pants still on them. They've been ripped for the most part, but there isn't anything of value.
well, on the bright side, if
You
the
look-
fight's over, everyone went home.
Kethra, you also look around to the temple.
When
Usually they'll have like
Home?
fine candle holders and stuff like that. All that stuff is gone too.
That's weird. Shouldn't there be like candle holders and stuff in here, guys? There's nothing. It's like
I don't
somebody
know.
cleared the place out after everybody. Well, could be before everybody died. Who knows?
Okay,
So-
so
we have a maybe portal in the middle of town. We have a temple full of what's left of the townsfolk. We have a ransacked temple.
rocks from the elemental plane of earth. We might have stepped
Yes,
into
murder
the-
weapons from the elemental plane of earth. We have those.
So, what do you guys do?
I want to have another closer look around. I want to see if there's any holy books, any kind of religious text.
All right, I'm not gonna have you do a check for it because you go and look through some of the drawers. You're able to find books.
It's obviously the Temple of Talos. Didn't you see the eye and the stars up front?
he says that, right? But this book says saloon on it.
Yeah, I don't think this is the Temple of Talos.
What? Keep
The
them.
book says saloon. I hold it up,
Here, I'll put it in the spelling in the thing. I'm not sure.
and
if
I open up. I take a glance at the book if there's any.
That's the spelling of it.
They worship a bar? No wonder they all died.
I put the spelling in the thing.
You're not a very good priest, are you?
I am a good priest to Talos. Excuse you.
You look through the book. Actually,
He's
seems
not
like
very demanding.
other than
Grace,
like
if you
the
put the
com-
spelling in the thing, I don't see it.
I put it in the Twitch chat.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at our thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't have
Okay,
Twitch
I
chat
see
open.
it.
Yeah,
I see it now.
I'll put it in this one. I'm not sure if it's gonna have the correct spelling because I used Max. Hold the letter, and it's gonna have a thing over it because the U has a thing over it.
Yeah. But if I flip through the book, do I see any references to the elemental planes?
You look through the book. Some of them say it's They mention that she's the goddess of the moon. There seems to be no direct correlation between her and the elemental, like most of the elemental planes.
Does she sound evil? What is that book telling you?
Does she sound evil?
I believe she's actually chaotic good.
Yeah, no, she doesn't sound evil. She's a goddess of the moon. I don't know why all of her worshippers would have been killed with rocks from the elemental plane of Earth in her temple.
Yeah, she's chaotic good.
Someone has a serious hate on for her followers, apparently. Let's take a look at some other buildings, see what else the damage is. I mean, we gotta find the clues and put this together.
Do we, though?
Yes, Kethra, we do.
Well, she's got a point.
Burn the place.
We're not. What?
We're not
Isn't your god a
burning
storm
anything.
god? Why are you so obsessed with fire? Like, what?
Destruction. Fire is a good way to do it.
I'm dying.
I'm not okay with you, okay? The elements are not for destruction. They're for study
Oh, no,
and for
they are.
befriending.
Destruction is what they do best. It's what I do best.
Well, somebody beat you to it.
There's so many characters like doing
Yeah,
these
I can
one shots
see
I
that.
love. Oh man, this is a lot of fun.
So are we gonna do something?
I'm 5 seconds away from turning into a giant toad and eating Triton.
So
I'm gonna walk.
I'd like to see.
I'm gonna walk.
you walk out. You notice the sun is getting lower in the sky. It's not quite sunset yet. You probably have like an hour or so before sunset. I assume anyone that wants to leave leaves. Anyone that wants to stay and just look at the bodies, like look at that one. That one's a body. Well, it's a body. It's a skeleton now.
I get 10 more rocks and then leave.
Okay, it's
I leave
up to
and
20 rocks.
I take the book with me
Okay.
when I leave.
Can I cast minor illusion to make it look like whatever he's holding the rocks in breaks open?
You can try whatever you want. So,
I wanna cast thaumaturgy to make his bag shake. I'm totally on board for this prank.
so
I want. Let's just smite you all with lightning. I think that'd be great. That'd be hilarious.
I would like Jerry. Can you roll a deception check?
Oh, I certainly can roll that.
And
Oh,
Will,
for
can you roll
God.
insight?
Okay.
12?
15.
We are the
All right.
worst.
So, as he's gathering rocks into his bag, Drace stops at the door, turns back around with a wave of a hand. It looks like the bottom of the bag just busts open. Triton looks up at him, grabs another rock and puts it back in the bag. Puts it in the bag, and grabs another one, puts it in the bag. Unfazed by the illusion.
Perfect. Anyone else?
You know, I think you deserve the name Triton, and he just walks out.
I do. It is a great name. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Talk to you later. Love you.
Okay, bye.
Can you please end all your conversations like it's a phone call?
You know,
Oh, God!
I might
Yes,
with the
bye.
enemies. I just might with enemies.
I love you. Bye.
Yeah, but you won't be talking
milk.
to them later. None of this party is a necromancer.
Talk to them
So-
while they die.
Those of you leaving.
Oh wait, was someone gonna talk to them? I kind of want to eavesdrop on that. Keep the dead shenanigans. None of you do that.
No.
Oh.
No.
On that note, those of you who try and eventually picks up all the rocks that he can desire, and he walks out, following the rest of the group. You walk out to roughly the exact opposite side of the path that led you in. You see another path that leads continuing, and you do pass some buildings along the way that... Well, the ones you first encountered were intact, and it just seems like the doors were... maybe the latches were broken. These ones appear to be a lot more violently opened. Like sometimes the door is off, sometimes there's a small gap next to the door, including the door has been ripped off. Sometimes the entire front of the house is gone.
Oh,
Ugh.
And you look a little bit closer to the ones that grabbed your attention with the entire front of being gone, and you do see more of those small rocks.
Wow.
I have enough rocks.
Your bag is actually getting kind of heavy with the rocks. Not too much to be like, I don't need any more, but...
I'm not sure I want to stay in town tonight.
Okay, where do you suggest we go?
Camp? I don't know.
camp where, though? We just had to cut our way around a muddy hole in the ground.
You want to go back to where the evil tree was? I remember where it is. Or the fire tree? I don't know if it's evil.
And you're
I'd
breaking up
prefer
really
not
badly.
to.
I don't know.
I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
I think something happened to my connection
Oh,
to roll 20.
oh,
Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm refreshing roll 20.
All right.
Sona, you said a perception check?
Yeah. A sight one.
I got an 18.
16.
Those are numbers.
19.
They are.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Teen.
Teen. I just heard teen. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
7.
All right. To those who rolled
Not.
fairly high, above like a 15, as the sun sets, you do see a slight glow, like a very, very slight glow, coming from the path that you have not taken yet. Seems to be a distance away, but there is a very slight glow.
Well, that's weird.
Like fire?
Triton? No.
Did you burn something
Let's-
out?
What else would it be?
Let's try and quietly get a bit closer to that and see
Did
if
you
we
say-
can
Did you say
recon the
quietly?
area.
Did you say quietly?
Quietly.
I can.
Yes.
I can help make us not, or help us be stealthier if you'd like.
I don't
I
do
can-
quiet.
Yeah, I know.
I can
can't get
also
set up.
help with the stealth.
I have a spell to do that if you want.
I kind of want to see what Triton's gonna do, though.
Triton, maybe
Hello,
you should
I am
stay
here.
here.
Yeah,
Well, I
okay.
can cast dark. I can cast darkness, and he won't be able to see me.
Plain old light's boring anyways.
I have passed without trace.
Okay, fine. You beat me to it. I was going to do that. I'll get the next one.
That's fine.
You want to see some magic?
Okay.
Anyways.
All right. So who is all going to come with Drace to recon the area? Is it everybody coming, or are people staying back, or what's the plan?
I'm going.
I'm gonna hang out with Drace because Drace is cool. Cooler than Triton.
Damn right.
Everybody's going. I'll go too.
All right. So everybody's gonna have a +10 to stealth,
And with that,
and
everyone roll
can't be
stealth.
tracked except by magical means.
out of 10 to that stealth roll you're about to make. And
Yeah, baby. 33.
37.
Damn it! Way to show me up. I rolled a
Rogues.
natural.
21.
I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, you do get the nat.
That is the
hey,
second
Will, what'd you
one?
get?
Third
I'm
one?
gonna wait for my sound to catch up.
Oh.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, and I just
Hear you, not see you.
I just lost your video as soon as can you hear me? Because I saw you fine before
I've
that.
still got your video, which is weird.
Okay, everything's back now. I got a 19.
That means you rolled a 9.
10
Anyways.
plus 9.
Alright, Will, could you refresh real quick? Alright.
Yeah.
So
We're so freaking stealthy. Except for
you guys stealthily creep your way along this, keeping your backs, like backs and your sides against the right side of the path, against the trees. You have to go stay off the path for the most part. Stay close. It's close to the path, but just off of it. You make your way through the trees, all the way up to a. It starts. This entire island so far has been pretty much flatlands, but as you get close, you start to notice that it starts to get a little bit more hilly, mountainy, and in front of you, there are 2 trees all surrounding this cave, and you see the glow coming from inside the cave.
are the trees angry looking with square teeth again? Are they evil trees? Can I tell?
I zoomed out way too far. Hold on. I zoomed in way too
Right.
close. I'm bad at this. There we go.
Those feels, I know them.
They look like fairly normal trees. They just happen to be tucked in close to the cave, and they seem to be branching over into like an archway around it.
Okay.
It looks nice.
Alright. They do not look evil.
Can we tell how deep the cave goes, or does it look like it goes in for a while?
I'm gonna go with those of you with high stealth. I'm gonna go with Kethra. You go off to the other side and you glance farther into the cave,
Okay.
and you notice that there is the light's coming from a lantern on a barrel, a wooden barrel just inside the cave. And you notice the flame from it isn't like a normal flame. It seems to be magical of some sort, from your knowledge of it.
Do I see anything else? Any one, or just a box with a lantern?
You just see the box with the lantern.
And you said it was magical because I also had a high stealth, so I had a 33. I'm gonna check that.
Yeah, you both see that the flame looks kind of like a flame, but it's more. It doesn't whip around as much as a normal flame would. It's pretty stagnant.
I could probably make it. I could probably make it go away.
No. If somebody's farther in, that'll just let them know we're here.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
Yeah, but you want to keep the light.
Look,
Don't you rogues usually like it in the shadows?
let's just go back and tell the others.
Are you gonna take the light? Because once we take it away, they're gonna know someone
No,
is here.
no, we're not going to touch the light.
Okay. Just double
Nobody knows we're
checking.
here yet.
Okay.
And I don't really know anything about magic. So let's go back and tell the others.
It's a thing I kind of do naturally sometimes, on top of the other things I do. Okay.
I had a weird reaction to that. I don't know why. I just ran into my desk. Anyways, so you guys turn back around and walk back to the rest of the group, who are still crouched beside some trees. And you tell them what you saw. What do you guys do?
I think we should go in and investigate this further. Someone left that light. Someone with magical abilities, possibly.
I agree. I think we need
It could
to.
be. Yeah, we need to have another look. It could be someone. It could be a survivor from the village. Who at
Someone
first
who
responds. What happened there? Who knows?
That's a that's a good point. And
We'd
we are
rather
still,
find them before they find us.
That would be preferable.
and we, from what I understand about the spell Grace used, it gives us about an hour of stealthiness. So might as well take advantage of it.
Yep.
So what are you guys doing?
Cave hopping.
Let's creep along kind of stealthily
Right.
through the cave. We're trying to find, I would say, any sign of a living being in the cave.
You guys walk out of the tree line and into the cave. And Drace, when you walk up to the lantern, you realize that the flame is magical. It's a small, everlasting flame. That you don't really know how long this has been here, but with an everlasting flame, it could have been here for a while.
Is there any kind of check I can make to try and tell how long it's been there?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Alright. There is some dust on top of the box that it's on, and actually on on the sides of the lantern as well. Like you have to clear off some of it to actually see the flame clearly. So it's not very recent.
Does it look like it's been here longer than the town has been destroyed?
You've seen some dust in some of the buildings that you went through, and you notice that the dust here is not as thick as some of the dust you saw before.
So it looks like this lantern was placed here after the town was destroyed. It's been here for a while though, which makes me think we're coming upon all this very late in the game.
I'm all for going inside and checking, but what do the rest of you want to do?
I think going inside and checking at this point is the only way we're going to be able to find out.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
So you guys continue forward, keeping to one of the sides, the opposite side of the lantern, against the wall. You walk stealthily inside, and as you get closer, I want everyone to make a perception hearing check.
Six.
What was that, Will?
17.
Right.
16.
Right.
16.
Everyone but Drace again. You hear very faintly, like, not just one, but like a bunch of ding, ding,
He's too busy
Ting.
concentrating on the passive
Ting.
trace spell.
ting, ting.
So you're saying we're hearing a Joe Coy bit?
Away from that
No.
joke.
Nobody-
Let's get away from that
God.
joke.
Okay, so I will quietly suggest to everyone to follow the noise.
With the path, the cave does continue with one passageway so far. That you noticed.
Okay.
You just starting to hear this. It is echoing off the wall, so you don't know exactly how far away it is, but you do know it's coming from deeper inside the cave.
Can we tell roughly what it is? Does it sound like metal on metal or metal on stone?
I'm not sure what type of check that would be. It doesn't sound like metal on metal.
So there's nobody blacksmithing in the bottom of the cave or
No,
anything.
it doesn't sound like a blacksmith at all. But it is continuous. There is more than one of them. Seems to be a lot, and they're not all in sync either. They seem to be out of sync.
All making a metal-like sound.
Yeah, there is a metal sound to it.
I think it's water hitting something.
Could be.
Sounds like a stuffed bear.
Yes. It's crying.
Let's keep going.
Okay, as you guys continue forward into the cave, you do see a light. It starts to get lighter in front of you. You actually been following this light for the most part, and as you get closer, you do see the path. It was all curvy up until here, but now it starts to straighten out. And as you go around the final curve, you look over, and you see a fish-like creature holding a pickaxe. Ding! Ding! And you see another one farther down, doing the same thing. You see another one.
Do they look like they're mining or something?
Yeah, they're hitting pickaxes against stone that appears to have some sort of gems inside of it.
I will walk up to them and say hello. Hey.
I saw
tries to
3
grab her
pairs of
before she
eyebrows go
can.
up on that statement.
Yup.
Kethra grabs after her, but it's too late.
No. Can I like? There's I.
I hold a hand
What
back
spells
and
do I have?
I just tell them to stay there, and I'm gonna attempt to talk to them.
Okay,
Can
as you,
I really, really quickly cast Disguise Self on her?
okay.
I don't. Is that allowed? Like, is that a thing that can?
Does it say within reach or does it say self?
Let me. Hang on. Let me pull up the spell.
Well, if all goes well, we can eat fish tonight.
It does say self.
Yeah, it's self.
Make yourself.
All right.
Yeah, so it's not you. It doesn't answer. Well, as you
All right.
walk up,
Hey, for all they know, I'm by myself.
you in front of you,
I'm
you realize
I'm
that
acting alone.
the passageway actually almost ends into a very large cavern,
Okay.
and the walkway continues on into another continuing passage on the other side. But the floor appears to be some sort of it continues on as the same stone, but there is no walls. And you look down, and it's pits. And as you look around, you notice that the 4 that you saw before aren't really alone.
Can I identify those guys? Do I know them? Like, do I know what they are?
Make a nature check.
Confirm these things are not natural. Goddamn. Okay.
So it's like,
Hey, I know all about nature,
she's up here,
guys.
and like, you guys are here, and he's gonna be in the back.
14.
It wasn't that hard to recognize these guys. They're, from your understanding, I have it right here. The Kuatoa.
Oh.
They're fish people who aren't the smartest, but
I'm
tend to
not.
have. But tend.
I never claimed to be.
Well, they're not the smartest, and they
Oh. Well,
once they
apparently
have a
never
faith
mind.
in something, they tend to live, breathe, and worship it with all their spirit, pretty much.
Ooh, kind of like me in Elemental. Cool.
And
Do they look like they're being held against their will to do this manual labor, or? Are they
you
just-
notice around each one of their ankles is a metal circlet, a chain, another metal circlet. It appears to be another chain leading to the next.
It's a
And the next
fucking
one.
chain gang.
Oh, I'm back. What happened?
And with that, we're gonna go to break.
Oh boy. Are we fighting things?
They appear
It's-
to have chains. They're wearing
I have
chains.
plans. We may not need to fight things.
We should put them out of their misery and kill them.
There's a lot of them, less of us. We should try and avoid that part of it. We should maybe try and handle things with subtlety.
When you were counting, did you count Talos was on our side?
And
No,
also,
I didn't.
See, there you
hope
go. I
Azrith
like the
gets here
odds now.
soon, because his character will help a lot during these battles. 'Cause
Mhm.
If there's
Really
maybe there won't be battles. Maybe
It might be.
if they're
Subtlety
being held prisoner,
might
Well,
win
like
the
us.
day.
You let him go.
in general, he might be very helpful in these situations. He
Well.
talked to me about his character. I'm like, that's might be helpful. And then, like, he's not here right now. I'm like, get her soon. This might be a battle. It might not be.
They look like they're being enslaved. I kind of feel like maybe we should help them.
I'm.
But we
going-
should probably ask them what's going on first. Are you being held here against your will?
Do you
Yes,
wish to
but
die?
it might have been better to do
He's a
that while
spy.
looking like one of them.
Mole, 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 mole.
Hold on! Oh shit, I forgot about that.
I'm going to go
They're
ahead
not-
and throw up the background video. Hopefully, I'm actually going to be getting a introduction video for us. Hopefully, I need to talk to a couple people because I'm not the best editor, but I know some editors, so I'm going to talk to them, see if we can get that. In the meantime, I'm going to throw up this background. We're going to go to break. I'm going to get something to drink because I drank all of this before they even made it into the forest. That made me sad. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. For Salvador Theodore Hornraven, or Psy for short, growing up in Stonefall wasn't hard. As the eldest son of one of the most wealthy and powerful men in the city, he spent most of his time training in sword fighting and hitting on the variety of beautiful women in the city. At 18, against his father's request, he joined the army. He doesn't speak about his time in the army, nor about the multiple years after. He eventually found himself wandering when he stumbled into Runkenkilder. There, he was taken captive and thrown into a fighting pit. Across from him was a female dwarf, with a look of desperation in her eyes. Feeling this would be the last fight of his life, he used every bit of strength to survive, forcing the fight to end in a draw. After the fight, he learned that the feisty dwarf's name was Pyra. He was set free after the battle, and continued on his way through the mountains. He eventually found himself in the middle of a desert, heading toward a small village, when a huge sandstorm came out of nowhere. Sai took refuge in a small temple in the village. As he waited for the storm to pass, the figure of Bahamut appeared before him. Sai made a deal with the god that he would fight as Bahamut's sword. The god branded Sai's wrists with his symbol to seal the deal. As the storm passed, Sai left the village and began his trek back to Stonefall. On the road back, Sai stopped in Runkenkilder to find Pyra. Pyra said her grandmother had gone missing, and how she is in a struggle for power over the city. He offered to take Pyra to Stonefall in hopes his father would know how to find Pyra's grandmother. Yet, when they arrive in Stonefall, they discover Sai's younger brother Ben had gone missing as well. Lord Hornraven granted Sai knighthood and a squire named Brian, or Jerome, or Mickey or something, before sending him on a mission to find their lost loved ones. Now, with new friends at his side and Bahamut in his sword, Sai is off on his journey of redemption and discovery. And pigs. And shiny rocks.
Growing up without having parents around has its benefits, but it also has its drawbacks. For Rosalie Suncrest, she didn't particularly mind growing up with few rules and no curfew, but she and her twin brother Jovius quickly learned by the age of 10 that they were going to need to provide for themselves. With the captain of a pirate ship constantly off on voyages for a mother and a book-obsessed cartographer for a father who forgot to feed himself, let alone his children, Rosalie and Jovius learned the hard way that no one was going to care for them except each other. Jovius took to the shops, quickly earning himself an apprenticeship at a local smithy. Rosalie took to the docks, not particularly inclined for the traditional money-making ways, and learned the ways of the bard. Quickly becoming quite skilled in the ukulele, Rosalie brought home money she earned by playing in the streets during the day, but at night, she liked to find her way into trouble. What would always start out as a simple joke or a prank would usually end in several angry citizens trying to throw her in jail. Suffice it to say, Jovius was usually the more responsible one. But riding a manta ray past the snarling faces of some snot-nosed pirates was completely worth it. And it makes for a wonderful story. Rosalie and Jovius were living happily despite their parents' negligence until one particularly stormy night when Jovius disappeared. Ever since, Rosalie's search for her missing brother has led her down many twists and turns. Her favorite twist landed her with a group she likes to call the Totally Awesome Lethal League, or TALL for short, because it sounds cool and her friends are also much taller than she is. With her friends by her side, she continues the search, knowing that soon she will find her brother and that from now on, she will always have friends she can count on.
Rise and Aaron Stark was born as the second child of a minor Oslian noble family. His first few years were happy, and the memories he looks on fondly even to this day. But they were not to last. When Rise was 6 years old, his mother took ill. At first, it seemed to be merely a mild fever, but slowly progressed into something more serious. Over the course of the next 6 months, Rise watched his mother waste away while cleric after cleric either proclaimed her beyond their reach, or tried and failed to save her. And then she was gone, leaving a great gaping void in the Stark family that seemed to suck in all the light and warmth that she'd brought with her. His father, always a harder man, grew detached and cold, and seemed to believe, as best Rise could tell, that he would prefer his children seen and not heard. Rise's older sister, Caerwydden, did the best she could to take their mother's place in his life, but there was only so much a grieving child could do. Rise withdrew from the world, where once he laughed and smiled and played. Now he simply watched, observed, catalogued. The smiles and laughter were gone, and over the years the warm-hearted child slowly disappeared into a shadow of himself. He read almost constantly, but rarely ever for pleasure, and he threw as many books out as he kept. It wasn't until he secured his first spell book from a trader that probably shouldn't have been selling such things to children in the first place that he discovered his true calling: magic. The epiphany did nothing to bring joy back to his life, but it did seem to give him some purpose. He began studying every scrap of magical lore he could get his hands on, and when he demonstrated an aptitude with using that lore, his father sent him away to a prestigious university of magic. Rise isn't sure to this day whether his father did it because he coveted the status that having a wizard in the family brought with it, or simply to have one of the children out of his hair. Either way, it was a blessing. With access to more magical knowledge than he'd ever had before, Rise excelled at his studies. His teachers often called him driven. His peers, though, while not bad with people necessarily, Rise did not have many friends. He disdained those sycophants that would want to befriend him simply for his status, and those few real friends he might have had, he never seemed to have time for. There was something in his life, something that he devoted all his effort and as much of his time as he could to, but it certainly was not cultivating friendships or relationships. His natural intelligence, coupled with his driven studies, earned him a position as a researcher at the university after graduation. For a few years, things actually seemed to be going rather well for Rise. He wasn't well liked by his colleagues, largely for the same reasons that he wasn't well liked by his classmates, but he was respected for his intellect and skill. At some point, something happened to change that. The details are vague, and the secretive Rise surely isn't clarifying them. Rise doesn't talk about any of this, though. Attempts to get information from him about his past meet with polite stoicism, and any attempts to push past that meet with a brick wall. Outwardly, the face Rai shows the world is a stoic one. He's quiet, generally preferring to observe and plan than take direct action. Though he does not smile often, and never laughs, he does very occasionally seem to display a somewhat dry sense of humor. Words like serious, severe, and even somber would not be inaccurate descriptions of his outward face. Underneath the stoic mask, however, there is an intensity about him that he can't quite hide. He's driven by something, some purpose that instills him with a quiet, grim determination, and one he will not stop at anything to accomplish.
For Salvador Theodore Hornraven, or Psy for short, growing up in Stonefall wasn't hard. As the eldest son of one of the most wealthy and powerful men in the city, he spent most of his time training in sword fighting and hitting on the variety of beautiful women in the city. At 18, against his father's request, he joined the army. He doesn't speak about his time in the army, nor about the multiple years after. He eventually found himself wandering when he stumbled into Runkenkilder. There, he was taken captive and thrown into a fighting pit. Across from him was a female dwarf, with a look of desperation in her eyes. Feeling this would be the last fight of his life, he used every bit of strength to survive, forcing the fight to end in a draw. After the fight, he learned that the feisty dwarf's name was Pyra. He was set free after the battle, and continued on his way through the mountains. He eventually found himself in the middle of a desert, heading toward a small village, when a huge sandstorm came out of nowhere. Sai took refuge in a small temple in the village. As he waited for the storm to pass, the figure of Bahamut appeared before him. Sai made a deal with the god that he would fight as Bahamut's sword. The god branded Sai's wrists with his symbol to seal the deal. As the storm passed, Sai left the village and began his trek back to Stonefall. On the road back, Sai stopped in Runkenkilder to find Pyra. Pyra said her grandmother had gone missing, and how she is in a struggle for power over the city. He offered to take Pyra to Stonefall in hopes his father would know how to find Pyra's grandmother. Yet, when they arrive in Stonefall, they discover Sai's younger brother Ben had gone missing as well. Lord Hornraven granted Sai knighthood and a... And we're back! Hope everyone got a nice pee in, or got a refreshing drink.
Oh, is that what I was supposed to do?
You know, it's supposed to go full circle. Drink, then pee. That's not the other way around. That would be weird. Let's not talk about the other way around, because I don't want to talk about it.
Drink while peeing.
I believe Les Stroud has already made his opinion on that very clear.
Anyway.
Don't do it. Bear Grylls is an idiot.
So you find yourselves near these frog people, amphibious people. They have chains around their feet, and they are just picking away
They look like
at the rocks.
frogs or fish?
They look like They look like frogs, yeah. I can pull them up in the actual thing if you want.
No, I'm like, I
They're
can't talk
frog
to them,
people.
but I could turn into a toad. Maybe they'll like me more.
Yeah, they're frog people.
You said fish before earlier. That makes them a little scarier.
I don't know where they're at. Okay. I'm in
No,
E-F-G-H-I-K.
let me see. Let me pull up the giant toad.
H-I. There it is. They're like that. They're fish people.
He
Oh,
looks
they're
ready to go.
I'm so ready. I am so ready.
I'm ready.
looks like
I'm ready.
grandpa. Looks like grandpa
Yeah, that
fish.
is. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
Damn
No
it!
one's
I was
gonna do
gonna.
anything. I'm gonna convert.
It's
them.
gonna depend on how they react to the tiefling just blundering out and saying, "Hey guys!"
Yeah, to be like, are you being held against your will?
So do you?
They don't actually see everyone else, right? Because they can't be detected unless it's
Are you stealthy or are you
magical.
just walking up?
I'm gonna switch in the group like 5 feet away to see how they react to me. I'll be the guinea pig. Because
Alright.
why not?
So what do you say?
I'll even. I say,
What do you say?
hey. I say hello. I say hello. Like, totally non-threatening. Like, just,
Okay.
what's up?
You
What's
say that in
going on
common, right?
here? Well, yeah. I mean, unless they speak primordial or something cool.
Alright, so
I
you
just
walk
say
up and
it in
say hello.
common.
And there's ting, ting,
Are they ignoring me?
ting, ting,
What are you guys doing?
ting, ting,
They don't understand me.
ting.
Awesome. I go back to the group. Guys, they don't speak common.
Did they?
They just ignore me.
Have you tried speaking frog?
Frogs don't speak. Silly. I
Why do they croak?
well, I mean, I have a question about the beach shape. You can do it. You can do it for a maximum of 2 hours. If you end it before the 2 hours is up, it extends the use anyway, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
If they're just ignoring you, maybe we could just walk past them.
Mm,
While you guys are
I
having this
don't know.
conversation, you hear, these two. You see the one look to the other one. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I do.
No. Nope.
I do. See, my only other language.
You hear them say, "Did you hear something?" Ding, ding.
They speak
Dun-
Undercommon.
Damn it, I wish I knew alter self. That would have been really cool.
They may not have reacted, but I just heard one ask the other if he heard something.
Do you
We
want
should
to
move back. And I just heard everyone to move farther back away from the Kyoto.
Career today. I'm gonna put you guys in line. There. You can put yourselves wherever you want to be. Those are your characters. You have control over them.
if I,
It's the top of a ladder, right?
Yeah.
Right there, at the top of the ladder.
I'm going to beast shape into some sort of teeny tiny thing, like a rat.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can actually find
I'll allow it.
this. I'm going to beast shape into the tiniest thing I could think of off the top of my head, which is a rat.
I was gonna allow a rat. Yeah, you can turn into a rat. That's fine.
Turn into a
And-
quark. Quarks are small.
I like to turn into a lion. That's small, right?
Okay, let's see.
You're thinking elephants.
Oh, right.
See,
Sorry. My mistake.
They're like a CR-14. Don't trust me. I've looked into elephants.
A rat is fine. I'm pretty lenient as a DM, so.
Giant rat.
Um,
Triceratops is a CR.
I was gonna allow like a regular little rat.
Yeah, there it is.
Because you
It's a
can
CR.
polymorph things into little things. Why can't you just transform as B-shape into little things, right?
Yeah, tiny beast, unaligned. I will turn into a rat.
I don't know what
What?
symbol to use as your beast. You can be a snail. That means
Sure.
beast. Because it's a beast.
Mm.
Anyways. So you're turning
I'm
into a little
going-
tiny rat. I just smashed
Yep.
my hands together. You're dead. Little tiny rat.
It's literally like not even a full 6-second transformation. I have an awesome magical girl transformation.
Okay, so you
Okay.
turn into a rat. So everyone's just talking like, what should we do? And she just... Boom. So what do you do?
I'm going to try to get across by going around them, like under their legs, and like just really
Okay.
quietly. I'm gonna stealth it up.
Roll stealth with advantage.
Yep.
Don't forget, we've still got Pass Without Trace up, so it's advantage and plus 10.
Isn't that only
Okay.
within like 30 feet?
Oh yeah, it's true. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Yeah, it's only within 30 feet of you.
Well,
Alright,
let
here.
me see how this worked out.
You can pass these two with the bonus, and then the rest of them you're going to have to go without the bonus. Which I'm gonna have you re-roll once you get past these guys.
I rolled a 22.
Is that including the plus 10?
30,
Alright.
32.
With 32, you're able to get to here with no problem. You're able to just walk like behind them pretty easily. They don't notice you and they continue their work. Since you're out of the range of the pass without a trace, I'd like you to re-roll stealth, please.
Is it still advantage due to awesomeness? Oh, I'm gonna get
Because you
eaten
are
by-
a tiny little thing, and it's kind of hard to see a tiny little thing.
I'm gonna get eaten by these guys. Da-da-da. I rolled a... What numbers are hard, guys?
Oh, my back.
16.
16?
I'm gonna turn into a flat pancake.
Passive. Oh, you got lucky.
Yes.
You're able to get through the rest of them. You do notice the last one, as you walk by, you kind of clink against one of its chains, because it's like out behind him, because he's connected to these guys. You clink. He stops for a second. He looks over at it. By the time he looks over at it, you're already past. He goes, ting, ting.
Okay.
Make it to the other side.
As far as the chain connections go, is it like in between two guys?
Here, I'll draw it. It'll be easier. I'm gonna do a special color for slavery.
Just for me?
I'll do a special color for slavery. I just do black. It's fine. These two are connected.
Whoa, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're... Wow.
What?
This just got weird.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Anything.
we'll talk to you about it after this. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see most colors on this.
It's true.
Yeah. The other ones are kind of, because these ones up here are kind of in the pit, because the ladder's going down into a pit that they've dug out. These ones are higher up, so it's
okay.
kind of hard to, yeah. Those are the connections for the most
I
part.
see.
The other ones are just have the regular, just around their feet.
Alright, that's
yeah.
good to know.
So Drace is just gonna cast Disguise Self and make himself look like one of these Kuta and just try to walk on through.
Alright. I'd like you to make Deception with advantage.
Okay. Desk. Oh, that is so much better. Thank you, God. That's gonna be 16.
Alright. You're able to walk past these guys. Luckily, you remembered to put the chains around your ankles.
Yes.
You walk with some difficulty past these guys. That was weird, but I actually wanted to go there, so you're not just like walking a half circle around. It's like, hey, how you doing? And you get to the other side with little to no issue.
Is this how it's gonna be then?
You know what would have been really smart for me to do?
Mm.
Write down everyone's names. I don't remember Athra's character's name. I could just pull it up real quick. Bah. I'm the worst with names. There it is.
Is it Absentia?
It's Richter. Richter. Anyways, so
We didn't
Is
come
he
up
a
with a plan,
Belmont?
did we?
we're all gonna look at his character sheet because he might. I think he has a paper character sheet, so some might not be filled out. Yeah, it's not filled out. So because he has it on paper. So, what he's going to do, he's going to walk past all of them without an issue.
I'm gonna do the same since people are going.
Yeah, if that didn't attract any attention,
Right.
I'm gonna walk across too, and I'm gonna be listening for anything if any of them are saying anything in Undercommon.
Okay. As you're walking across, 5 feet at a time. As you're walking across, they're pretty silent for the most part. They seem to be hard at work. You do actually notice this one down here. I clicked on it. This one down here. You look over, this one doesn't actually have the things around its feet. But he's still hard at work. Alright. So you guys reach the other side with little to no problem. What do you guys do?
I attempt to climb in. Who's the nearest person? I attempt to climb in Grace's pocket.
All right.
Alright, you
just
feel
attempt
Sure.
you feel a little
I'm
rat
gonna
crawl up your leg
into.
into your pocket.
All right. He'll take out a little tiny piece of I guess like a cracker or whatever would be in the rations and put it into the pocket for her.
There is a quiet, a tiny little squeak, you know, and if you didn't know any better, you would think that it was a thank you. But it's just a squeak.
Okay. So now you see before you a fairly straight passageway farther into the cave, and it's actually pretty well lit. You see there's sconces along the sides, and as you walk farther down it, you notice that the sconces are actually pretty well aligned. They're not just thrown up there. And you round some curves, and you realize that the uneven, natural stone starts to smooth. As it starts to smooth, it turns from smooth to bricks. The floor stays pretty smooth, the walls and the ceiling turn to bricks. The sconces get fancier as they get along, until you come across two very large wooden doors that come into a large archway, and there's a fine design in the doors.
Is there anything notable about the design?
For the most part, there seems to just be like some looks like some olive branch designs. There seems to be not necessarily any sort of story or anything in particular, just for design.
I want to put my ear to the door and listen to see if there's anyone talking or anything making noise on the other side.
Make a perception hearing check. I realized with I had to specify that because one of my players and the other one is a werewolf, and so he gets advantage on hearing checks and smelling checks. So I have to specify that.
15.
All right, you put your ear to the door, and you hear very, very faintly, like a small fork against a plate. You hear another one. It's very lightly. You hear You wouldn't hear that. You just hear the fork and the plate, and you hear like a small knife against the plate.
I back up away from the door and gesture everyone to come away from it with me.
All right, you see her back away, and you see her motion for you to do the same.
Drace probably will.
I'll do so.
Okay, so you guys back away from the door. You guys do.
There's someone in there. It sounds like they're eating. I heard silverware on dishes.
Can
One?
Catherine, can you tell me what Undercommon sounds like? Not teach me Undercommon. Clearly, we don't have time for that.
Teach me
but
right now.
just enough of what it sounds like to fake it.
Is there anything in particular you want to say?
Ask. You should ask her to teach you hello and where the bathrooms are.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
can't understand you right now.
You're a rat in a pocket
No.
right now.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it would be funny for you to ask that.
Truthfully, it's not a terrible idea if the intention is to pretend to be one of the workers who needs to go. I mean,
¿Dónde está la baños?
basically, yeah. That's.
Come esta.
Can you teach me how to ask where the privy is?
I say it in Undercommon.
It's not
All right.
some grunts
There's
here.
probably a few curses mixed in there.
So it's mostly just a language of grunts and
curse words and yeah.
odd noises and
Yeah.
all right. I think I've got it then. So I still look like a Kuatoa. So I will go ahead and I tell everybody else to hide, with the exception of Malakea, who I assume is going to stay in my pocket.
I'm going to hide in your pocket.
That'll work.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go in.
All right. So like, try and Catherine to roll stealth real quick.
And I want to stay close enough to the door that if they're talking, I can hear.
Okay. Remember, you do still have the +10 from Pass Without a Trace.
Wait, who's
15.
God.
39.
Holy shit.
I just want to appreciate that you were sad because you got higher. Dang it! I wanted a 5.
Yes, I do.
Right. So you guys pull off to the sides, and you grab onto the 2 door handles. You pull them down. You push it open into the room. And in front of you is a long, finely decorated room. On each side there's 6 total, but there's 3 on either side of you.
Mhm.
There are large, rounded, what appears to be chests, kind of. Like they seem to be storage of some sort.
Gotcha.
It leads down. There's 2 large statues. I even remember what it looks like. 2 large statues of women holding torches. They're giving off a very, very bright light. It seems to be illuminating the room. There's also sconces around the room as well. And sitting at the far end, there is a single throne. And on top of it is a very large humanoid. He has a goblet that's sitting on the arm of his throne, and he is holding a plate, just eating. As he sees you walk in, what do you want?
Does he say that in common?
Yes. Sorry. He thinks for a second. And he speaks now in Undercommon. Could you please get back to work?
Okay. Unfortunately,
Kethra, you
Grace doesn't know
Yeah.
Undercommon.
hear
So
Kethra, you hear him say this.
he's going to assume that he's just said the same thing in Undercommon. So he's gonna ask for where the privy is.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Jesus. That is gonna be a 25.
Scroll. That's weird. Insight is intelligence.
Whiz,
Wisdom.
I think.
It's
Wisdom?
wisdom.
Yes.
All right. He
Oh God.
he looks at you. All right. You see him lean over, and he opens up the small chest next to him. You see him pull out a small gem. He holds it in his hand. He crushes it, and it glitters onto his food. So are you here alone, or cuts it? He says that in common, straight to you.
I'm just gonna pretend like I don't understand. I'm sticking to the guns on this one. Can I make another deception check?
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Stick to your guns, man.
So did you come here alone, or? Because, to be frank, you're not that convincing.
Alright, so we're gonna switch this up. Drace is going to drop the disguise self spell.
Alright.
He is instead going to cast Minor Illusion to make his already somewhat metallically shiny golden hair really beam, and his gold eyes really glow. And he is going to say in common, I don't know why you've taken those poor frog people slaves out there, but you're going to stop, you're going to release them, and you're going to explain to me why you killed that entire village, and you're going to do it now, before I decide to burn the eyes out of your skull. So he's going to try to make an intimidation check.
Out in the hallway,
Go for
Kethra
it.
face palms.
With disadvantage, by the way. No, just regular, because it would cancel out with what you did. So.
All right.
Wait a second. He's doing this with me in his pocket?
Yep.
Yep.
You're just hanging out.
Yep.
I had to refresh and I missed this whole crazy monologue. Okay.
So, 18 intimidation.
Sounds like he's doing well in there.
You stare at him. He looks back at you.
Even I'm a little bit intimidated.
You
in
notice
his
at
pocket.
this point that his skin doesn't look like skin. It seems to have cracks in it. Not cuts. Cracks. Very well then. Takes a drink out of his goblet. Puts it back. Takes his plate. Puts it on the table next to him. Stands up. Alright. To explain everything with you very reasonably. He walks over to the one chest on the side, unlatches it, opens it. You see gems. You see gold. You see candle holders. It's completely filled with very valuable items. He nods at you, walks to the next one, opens it, flips it up. It's filled also. Gold, gems, very, very valuable items. Goes to the next one, flips it open, same as the others. He walks, now it's leading just past the door. Perception is... I keep forgetting.
Whiz.
Wisdom?
Mhm.
He walks past the door to the other ones, opens the 3 last ones. They're filled with the same stuff. Gold, gems, very, very valuable items. You see some weapons and they're just hanging out. It's quite the stash. After he opens the last one, walks to the front. Does that explain why I'm here?
It explains your reason. It doesn't mean they're good ones. So, releasing the slaves.
God. Well, the last time someone tried to release the slaves, I had to murder an entire town. So...
You didn't have to murder an entire town. There's always a
Well-
choice. You made the wrong one.
Well, when I first arrived here, I simply asked them, "Hello, would you please be my slaves?" They said no. They tried to kill me. I killed them all.
And
I came in
you
here.
were expecting a different reaction to, "Would you please be my slaves?"
Well, I wasn't really expecting much. Well, I knew I had the fish as a backup plan. Came in
So,
handy.
what does this guy look like, by the way?
To you, he looks
I'm
like a
gonna-
pocket.
No, I'm gonna attempt to peek, like, outside
I
the pocket a little
don't.
bit. Just a little
Don't.
bit! I want to see what's going on.
Right now, Drace is still playing this like he's here on his own. Don't ruin this.
Okay. I
Well,
just
to
wanted
you,
see
Jerry,
how scary that
he's
guy was.
roughly 7 foot tall. He looks fairly muscular. His skin isn't skin. It's cracked, like all the way down the sides. And when he
Scary
walks,
guy.
seems to have a slight dust come off of him.
Would I be able to tell what he is?
Make an Arcana check or a Nature check.
Arcana it is. 14?
I'll allow it. Check your Skype.
Alright, hang on. I signed out of Skype earlier.
Uh, I sent you 4 words.
Actually, wait, hang on. I can look at my phone. Ah, okay, got it. Got it. Understood.
He goes back up to his throne, sits down. Any other questions?
Yes. Why is it, Dow? And he says that very slightly louder as if he's emphasizing it. But actually it's for the people
Yeah.
outside the door to hear it.
They've heard, Kethra has heard Moses' conversation very clearly. Train's been in and out playing with his rocks and listening to it. You understand what's happening, and you understand, yeah.
Yes.
The rock.
So
is-
he's... Why is it, Dow, that you seem to misunderstand? Release your slaves. That's not a negotiation.
Or, I don't. I could enslave you, and I could continue doing what I'm doing. Seems
You
more,
could,
Seems more reasonable.
You
than
could.
to think about it.
but I don't think you'd want to enslave a chosen of the gods. I don't think that would work out well for you.
Have you been to the town recently?
You mean the town full of people you killed?
Well, the
Because
town
they
isn't-
refused to be your slaves?
Well, the town wasn't full of people. The temple was. You can see what I think about the gods then.
Right.
And please don't call me Dao. It's what I don't call you. Weird, shiny person. I don't call you these things.
How far away from me is he?
I'll tell you what. Let's go to the map.
I feel like that might be a good idea.
The man.
You would be roughly right here. And I have it blacked out because like the map doesn't exactly look how I want it to look. So maybe here, and like there. You guys can see it there. That's roughly what it is.
Okay.
I lost that train of thought. What was he talking about?
Be my slaves.
The temple was full
Slave.
of people. You'll see what I think of gods.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
call me that.
Don't call me Dow.
Don't-
You can, please don't call me Dao. Call me Zamir. It's much easier to say.
Yes, but that implies a certain amount of respect for you. I don't generally respect slavers.
Well, since you called me what I am, we both know that I'm not a slaver.
Really? You want to go talk to the frog people about that? Because
You could talk to them when you're working.
yeah, at this point, he is gonna cast Fireball at him.
Right.
Yep, this is happening, guys.
He just wanted to make some money. Gosh. You interrupted businessman's honest work.
Can
Money
I,
is the root of all evil.
can I try? Can I jump out of his pocket now?
That would be
roll-
advisable.
Roll. Isn't it a saving throw for fireball?
Let me see.
If you're wondering, these things on the sides are the chest I was talking about.
Oops.
They're rounded and they're just filled.
Dexterity saving throw, I'm guessing.
Yep, it's half damage on a successful save. Failed save is 8d6 fire.
I'm gonna
What's your
land.
DC?
1 second. I'm looking one thing up real quick. No, I didn't take that. Never mind. Never mind. Spell save DC is 15.
Right, he does save.
Aww.
So roll damage.
That's still 46. That's not terrible.
So 46 total, so it'd be 23. Oh. You haven't rolled yet.
Nope.
I thought you meant 46 as the number 46, not 4d6.
No. 4D. D is in, yeah.
I just accepted. I'm like, all right, cool.
11 fire damage.
Is that halved or is that total?
That's just I rolled 4d6.
Okay, so that would be 5.
For halved? Wait, why are we having it?
Because he
Because
saved.
it's normally 8. It's normally 8d6.
Oh,
On a successful
What I want you
save,
to
it's
do-
half.
okay.
Don't you roll the
Yeah, from now
full
on,
damage
roll-
and then have
yeah.
it?
Oh, you want me to roll? You want me to go ahead and roll another 4d6?
Yeah, just to. Because you have to total, not the dice. Same thing like if you get a crit, you double the total, not the dice.
Okay. So 22 total damage.
So 11.
Yes.
All right, we went nowhere.
It was worth a shot.
As he's sitting there drinking out his goblet, you raise your hand and send the fireball out. It flies towards him, and in a split second, he jumps out of the way, kind of, down the steps a little bit. He takes some damage, but doesn't take the full brunt of it. He's now standing there. He dived onto the ground, so he stands back up, still holding his goblet, still straight up. All right then. He takes a drink, and I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, hey, at least I got some damage in during the unplanned for surprise round, kind of.
What am I going to do with Azrath's character? Because I don't have. Because the things he bought, he told me about. And I don't know what to do. Those of you who... Do you want me to... Are any of you rolling on roll 20?
18.03.
How did you get that?
I have no idea.
What just...
You
How do
added...
you get a decimal point?
You have +3 plus 0.3.
I think it's. Oh, hold on. I think I know.
It's
what
just
that
your
is.
dex 20, a d20 plus your dex modifier, so...
Yeah, no, it's 18 total, but
Okay.
I think I have a thing. Hold on. What is
I
it?
rolled so well.
Oh,
you wanna
never. No, it's fine. It's an 18. I just have the block that says Great Ties chest, and they add
Rock,
decimal.
Sono.
Damn.
I use rock.
You start throwing
14.
rocks at him. 25 to 20.
20.
Spell your name right. My K looks weird. Anyways. 2015.
18.
Uh, 15 to 10.
14. Really? Well...
What would you roll?
No, keep going.
Oh, Jesus.
10 to 5.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
5 to 0.
1.
Oh my god!
Rocks, man, what can I say? I'm glad it was on an initiative roll, not anything else.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, first up is Kethra.
Does he count as surprised?
That first fireball was surprised.
Yeah.
So we're out of the surprise round now.
Okay, there's my token. My token was underneath somebody else's.
It's because
What?
we're hiding.
Yeah, you guys are here. I'll help out with that.
Okay.
But now they can see us.
It's just you can
So
use your
I'm
characters.
gonna-
That goes back to like a weird thing. I don't like the end of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over here. And because I have ridiculous move speed, and I'm gonna shoot him with my short bow. And he hasn't gone yet in combat. And I have assassinate, which means I have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay, go for it.
It's a shame that he's not still surprised, because otherwise it would be a critical hit.
You also get sneak attack on it since you have advantage, right?
Yeah.
I do.
Mhm.
Hit.
So that is an unnatural 20.
You hit.
Pew pew. Pew pew pew.
Oh, that was a really good one. 21 damage.
All right.
Wow.
And can I tuck behind the chest and hide, or is it too open in the room to really be effective?
Even if you
I
did,
don't-
he'll still probably see you.
I believe in you. Do the thing.
From where he's at, he could see you. That chest would be able to see you.
Okay.
When you run out, you
Then-
shoot him. He's like, I wanted to say something clever there, right? My brain's like, stop talking. I'm like, huh. My brain's kind of a dick sometimes. Anyway,
The other way around. Okay.
move on from that. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Ends up. I have a
Okay,
long hair.
I'm going to. Okay, so does it take a bonus action to come out of the beast shape? And then, I would
Was the
have
bonus
to
section go
wait?
into it?
Well, yeah, but.
Consider
Then
it
it would be a bonus.
movement. Wait.
So I couldn't go into a different beast shape right now. Because I'm still a rat.
No, I wouldn't allow that now.
Okay. I'm going to.
How many do you get per day?
Two.
Two?
Two per short rest.
Alright. Making sure.
Damn it. Okay. What is the movement speed on a rat? I don't even. Oh, right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. The rat. Okay, I'm going to. I'm just gonna go in full rat mode. I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna dash for my action as a rat,
Okay.
and then as a bonus action, come out of my D shape. I just need to figure out how much movement it is.
So as a rat, you climb out of his pocket, run. Where are you going?
Sorry, I clicked it. 20 feet. So I'm gonna move 40 feet and then dance into my regular form.
Go like right there. You can go.
Wait, is that a wall? Is the silver part like a wall, or do I have to go?
No, those are like curtains. Like I'm down.
Oh, okay. They're curtains.
Yeah. I just now realized that they're curtains. I was hoping for a more open area. Damn it.
So the fireball, the little fireball streak, probably ruined this motherfucker's drapery.
Probably.
I'm good with that.
Give her.
I really didn't. I just now realized those are curtains, and I didn't want that on there.
And then I'm gonna bonus action turn back into my normal form
All right.
and be like, "Hello."
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Over to Drace.
All right. Let me see. I am going to, let me measure real quick. If you know what? Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and cast magic missile at him.
All right. Roll that damage. 'Cause that's just damage.
Yep, that is auto hit, just damage.
Paper looks
Stay
so
on
bright.
the desk,
That's the
counter
light.
guy. Nope, don't fall off the. I will
If I
lose
do-
you and then step on you and
Why can't?
10 damage, 10 force damage.
All right. You raise your hand again. You. It's 3 beams for level 1, right?
Yep.
Alright, so you send 3 beams out. Some of them go around this pillar here. Like 1 goes below and the 2 go above it. They both swing around and they strike him in the chest. And he slides back a little bit from the hit, but he's still standing and he still looks very strong. Is that your turn?
Yes.
But those curtains aren't like to the floor, they're like
No.
up more. So
I will move up 30 feet. That'll be here.
is that your turn?
Yes.
It's now his turn. Because I thought I won with a 4, but I guess
I win.
you win. You get to go last.
I won something.
He looks at Drace. I guess you have more friends to share this with. He walks up to right here. He's going to make... with his bare hands, he's going to try to punch, is it
Melikaya.
Melikaya? I'm just looking at him like, there's a way to pronounce that. My brain has been dead all day, and I don't know why. He's going to try to punch you with his bare fist, and that's a natural 20.
Oh boy.
And his second attack is going to go against Drace, so I can just roll it. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Can I do my reaction?
If you have a reaction, that'll stop a natural 20.
No. It's after the natural 20. It's not really gonna help.
What's your reaction?
Hellish Rebuke.
Sure, let me roll the damage real quick, and then you'll do Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah. It's not gonna stop the damage, but it'll be fun.
Let's see how you deal with this damage, because it's something. Alright?
Yeah, no.
Math. That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Wait, I did that wrong. That would be... I forgot to double it. That's 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm still up.
As he turns to you and strikes you like in your head. You bound back a second. You can do Hellish Rebuke now.
I can't seem to select him as a target.
What?
I don't know if it's my computer being a dick or.
Oh, I'm not gonna put it in.
I can select me as a target. I can't select him.
So if I think you just select you should be able to cast it. Just have you selected, and just cast it.
Okay, I'm just gonna select me. Okay. It is a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw for... Really? Okay. 10 damage.
What's your DC
14.
again? 14. He does pass.
Okay, so it's half damage.
What was the original
So
damage?
you take 5.
Alright.
It's 10.
So 5. Okay.
No.
And then
I once rolled this and rolled a 27. This feels so pathetic.
so
okay.
the second hat did hit Drace for 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
I rolled much higher for that second one. As it comes across and hits you in the shoulder, and like almost knocks you to the ground.
Yeah, it does almost do that. Yeah. Yep.
That's going to be his turn. Now to Triton.
Oh boy, what to do? How tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling?
How
These
far
doors
up does it
were...
go?
The doors in front of you are pretty massive. They're about... The actual ceiling's probably like 30 feet.
Not massive enough.
What did you want that's larger than 30 feet?
100?
100 feet.
Yes.
100 feet.
Anyways, I guess it's time to get closer. It's probably around here-ish. And then... What's the thing to do? I guess I'll... Wait, let me check the range. Yeah, that should hit. I'll do Guiding Bolt.
Alright. Is that an attack roll or saving throw?
Yeah, it's attack roll.
Do it.
17.
That hits. Roll damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Because he's not really what you would call armored. He's a big scary dude. But he's not armored.
Next person to hit him gets advantage.
Alright.
Do this thing, Kefla.
I mean, the next person to attack him gets the advantage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do the thing, Kefla.
And...
Kefla's gonna love this.
9
yeah.
damage.
All right.
You get sneak attack. All is the awesome.
Math. Okay.
He's dead now. I'll do the math for you.
Method?
He's dead.
No.
Oh.
I love how,
No.
as his actual hit points get smaller, I actually kind of write it smaller. The first hit point's like this, and the next one's like this, the next one's like this. Now it's like this. I would show
he's
you,
almost
but I don't
dead.
want you to know his numbers. So, you send out the guiding bolt. It does like hit him in the chest. It does leave a small mark where it hit, but he's still going fairly strong.
It's a shimmering mark because that's what the spell says. He shimmers.
That's how the
Divine-
other person
divine light.
gets advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that your turn?
Because
It's
Yeah.
like a beacon of, hey, hit him here.
Okay, I don't know. As I feel like I need to use his character, right? But I don't know
Yeah.
what his character does. So,
he stays back and shoots.
yeah, he
He
has
shoots.
crossbows, so he has a
shoots.
master crossbow.
Pew pew. Come on.
So it'd be
Does he also have a whip?
Yeah, thank you.
so,
I was worried I was going to be the only one making the Castlevania jokes tonight, and that was... I'm glad that
Okay.
wasn't the case.
He's gonna
What
step
is a
out to right
man?
here.
I am a man who doesn't know the rest of that saying.
The
What
D10
is a man?
let's say his dex is going to be like a plus
12.
plus 12.
Plus 12. That sounds good.
Plus 3
Let's
plus
go
12.
with
I
that.
like
So he's gonna
that.
be plus 4 with the masterwork. A 9 is not gonna hit, but he is a fighter, so he gets more attacks.
Advantage on this one?
Oh yeah.
Actually,
That's
The first one,
right.
the first one would have been
He's
advantage.
the next to attack.
And the first would have hit because I rolled a 17, and plus like the other numbers would have been a lot. So 10. What does a D10 look like?
It's the weird one.
Let's go 6 damage. That was a regular crossbow bolt.
It's the one that has a buddy with extra digits.
Because he has some specialized crossbow bolts, but I don't like. He has the stats for them. I'm like, you do it.
We could probably assume one of them explodes.
Hey, Will, at level 5, how many attacks does a fighter get?
5, 2. I
Okay.
think 5th level is just when he gets a second.
Right.
But he
That's
also has
going
an
to
action
be-
surge, because that would be awful.
Yeah, action surge is
Oh,
also
awesome.
a thing.
Yeah. That would not hit with a 14. Oh, look, he gets a plus 7 because of his masterwork. Look at that. Anyways, so that does not hit for a second attack. That's going to be his turn. Now we're back up to Kathra.
Bro, she didn't
I'm
get
gonna-
that advantage.
I'm going to take out my rapier,
Okay.
and I'm going to
Join the
Run up.
party.
I'm gonna run up here, and I'm gonna stab him with my
Ooh.
rapier.
Try to do that.
She's gonna
Try your
succeed. Watch
bestest.
this.
This would not have advantage, though.
19.
That hits. She doesn't need it.
Yeah, clearly.
Keep in mind, he is in melee with your friends, so I think you still get sneak attack on it.
Yup.
So he's just a medium-sized guy, right? He's not like.
He's
like
considered
big, tall.
large.
He is.
He's considered large. I'm pretty
Wait,
sure.
is he a Goliath?
Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure he's considered large.
No, he's a Dow.
Oh.
15
If
damage.
you don't know what a Dow is, he is a genie. Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so he's
Oh,
he's not considered edible by the giant toad stat. Damn it! I'm never gonna get to eat anything.
Genie.
Okay,
No.
Kirby, like...
That,
Okay, Kirby. You need to
That was
calm down there,
15
Kirby. Yeah, I got
that
that.
was 15 damage.
Yep, I got your damage.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to make an unarmed strike because monk levels.
Yeah, he's considered,
Yeah!
he is
Woo!
considered large.
God damn it.
he's
And
a
I'm going to
genie.
miss because that was a natural 1.
Alright, you go to-
So I'm going to whiff it.
You stab him with a stabbing weapon. I
My
assume.
rapier, yes.
You
Rapier's
stab him
a
and you go for a
stabby.
punch. he takes the stab, and you go for a punch, he grabs your hand, and he forces you back. I want him to actually move you back
More
5
monk.
feet, because he forces you back.
Oh no.
Okay, and I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to back up here.
Needs more monk. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So is that your turn?
Yep.
And we're back over to McCalligan.
I'm going to cast. Okay, I'm gonna cast a flaming sphere next to him. Wait, hold on. How does that flaming sphere work?
Yeah.
No,
You might hurt
no.
your friend there.
No, you just. It says. Oh, it's
Please,
bonus action
please
to do
don't
that.
hurt me. I'm on single-digit HP. Please don't do that.
Perfect
No.
time for AoE attack.
5-foot diameter spear fire. A creature enters within 5 feet of the spear
No,
must take a
frick
dexterity
it.
saving throw.
I'm going to use my bonus action to go drown bear. I'm gonna brown bear it up.
Okay, so you're a bear.
Large brown bear.
I'm
I
gonna-
have a question.
What is your question? Wrong button.
Does my unarmored defense carry over to my bear? I'm not wearing any armor.
It would be
So
your.
it's
It would be
not-
the bear's AC. 'Cause-
Okay,
'cause Your
fine.
bear doesn't just get your
Gonna-
armor.
Yeah, I think they're considered to have natural armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just
Hide.
because. Okay. I'm gonna do my multi attack.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's fine. I have hit points. Where's my bear stat? So it is. Bite. I'm going to bite
Ah.
him.
Sorry about the yawn.
Roll 1d20 plus 5. Oh, natural 20 on the bite.
Nice.
Okay.
This is a knife.
Okay, that is 1d8. I double the die roll.
Yeah, you roll it and then you take the result times 2, then you add whatever modifiers you have.
Okay. 12 damage for the bite
All right.
total, and then I will do a claw attack. Oh, that claw has. Oh, I have a 5-foot reach because I am fucking large. That's amazing. Okay. 23.
That hits.
Da-da-da-da. 2, 6, 4. 2, 4. Oh, that's terrible. 7. And then I'm gonna growl menacingly at him.
All right. You bite him. You get him like in the back of his like a calf. You think it when you bite onto him, you expect to feel flesh, but it doesn't really feel like flesh. It feels like you're biting into a rock. But you do get a good chunk of rock in your mouth, which is fantastic. And then you go for a claw. You get him in like the back of his thigh, and you do scrape off some dust that does fall to the ground.
And then the bear makes the face that I'm making right now.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Over to Drace.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna use a quickened spell. Can you use your meta magic on cantrips?
I don't. Well, obviously it depends on what it is.
What I'm, if possible, what I'm hoping to do
Mhm.
is use quickened spell on booming blade, and then if I can do that, I can then cast another cantrip as a bonus action, which would be shocking grasp.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, cool. So, for Booming Blade, I need to roll to hit. And that is going to be probably not a hit. 12?
12. You do miss with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. And then with the bonus action, then I'm going to do Shocking Grasp.
I think that's an attack as well.
Yeah, it's a touch attack. I'm just looking up the wording of it real quick.
And it's like a taser with your hand, kind of. That's my understanding of it. It's a hand taser.
Father, please.
All right, that one rolled off the desk and disappeared.
Salute you. Did it
Did
again.
that one roll off the desk too?
Yeah, he's looking for it.
Yeah, it did. That one did not disappear, though. I found it.
I'm telling you guys, dice
Yeah, I
tray,
was
shoebox
gonna say
lid,
that.
Rumor
something.
gaming.
I rolled a 4, so I'm going to say that one misses as well.
Yes, that misses.
Get like a shallow storage box.
So,
Is that your turn?
that's my turn. Yeah.
Now it's his turn.
Oh, this is gonna be a disaster.
After being hit by the bear, he looks directly at Drace, leans down at him. I think it's time for me to disappear. And with that, he goes invisible.
Oh,
You son of a...
Damn it.
I'm gonna... his movement, I'm pretty sure, is 30 feet. I'm pretty sure. I had the page. I wrote it down. What am I doing? Yeah, it's that. Okay. So... the... 5, 10, 15, 20... Got it. In my head. I'm gonna mark down on my screen. You can't see it though. My screen where he's at. There, I'm putting it.
Bolt.
That'll hit. Because I'm pretty sure it's like magic missile. You just send it out.
Mhm.
So long as the range.
No.
It's now Triton's turn.
don't suppose anyone's packing fairy fire.
So when a spell says a creature of your choice within range, does that imply you have to see it? Is it
Yeah, okay,
Generally,
does
if
the
a-
spell
I know
have-
he's there.
What's the
Generally,
components for it?
spells.
Components? Vocal, somatic?
Generally, spells will specify a creature that you can.
That's what I figured.
What spell is it?
Guiding bolt.
That'll hit. Because I'm pretty sure it's like magic missile. You just send it out.
Mhm.
So long as the range
No, but,
attack hits.
Guiding Bolt has an attack roll. Magic Missile does not.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You would have
It's true.
disadvantage.
It would be really flippin' awkward.
Yeah, you would have disadvantage on it.
Shield of Faith on Drace. Should give you +2 AC.
I think that's going to come in handy real quick.
You're welcome.
I just went all scary bear. I'm hoping to catch two.
Well, that's a bonus action.
You still have your action, dude.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I just put him in that row. There. He's already off the thing. Anyways, sorry, I was talking to myself.
I'll cast Prayer of Healing. I guess on all of my teammates.
Alright, those of you who...
2d8 +3 healing.
Damn it! I'm in bear mode with full HP. My
It would
actual
heal-
form-
It would heal your regular form.
My okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'm pretty sure healing doesn't affect your beast form at all. Am I understanding?
Yeah, there's only. Oh yeah, unless you expend the spell slot to actually heal your beast form. Okay.
14 health.
So
Thank
Joyce,
you.
Thank you, God.
Where did that shield of faith go? Just double checking.
I was on 6 HP, you guys. Like, I
Oh
needed
my
that.
god.
I was on 8. I wasn't that much better off.
Yeah, two AC for Drace, and I guess that's my turn.
all right.
I'll take it.
I didn't prepare this thing before because I'm dumb. So I'm doing it now on a different browser so they can't see. In the meantime, it's Richter's turn. He's going to move and then do nothing because he can't do much. He's gonna move over to here, and he's going to he's gonna hold his action until he can see him again. All right, cool, good talk. Catherine, you're up.
Okay. Shit. I'm gonna move toward the center of the room,
All right.
and I'm going to hold my action,
All right.
I guess,
Until what?
until I know where this fucker is.
Very reasonable. Okay.
Wait, can I make a perception check to see if I could hear, to see if I could hear any like any footsteps or anything?
Sure. You have to roll pretty high. Be real with you.
That's a 2. so I don't think an 8's gonna cut it.
So, are you still walking over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk over here.
Okay, as you're walking, you're like, I hear footsteps. Oh wait, they're mine. So you're holding your action?
I'm gonna hold my action, and if I can tell where he is, I'm gonna shoot at him with my short bow when he reappears.
All right. So, hypothetically, if he would become visible again and then do an action, would your action go off before his, or would his go off first?
I think it's his action. If his action is what makes him reappear, I would assume his goes off first. If he drops invisibility, I think it would be mine. Because I'm watching.
His
But
attack.
if he does something, like if he attacks somebody and his invisibility drops, his action would go off first.
Okay.
Could make it a dex thing if you want.
Yeah.
Because if his action is what makes him visible to me, then that would happen before I could do anything, because I
Okay.
would know where he was until
Just
it
got the
happened.
answer that I wanted from the book. Thank you, book. Love you. Anyways, Macalagai is up. That sounded weird, but you know who I meant. I'm getting a little tired. Anyways. And it's your turn.
Oh man, sorry. I was just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. That brown bear shenanigans short-lived. Cast spells. I'm going to. I'm going to, I'm going to hold my action until until af- I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hold my action until after he goes. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for him to do something, and then I'm gonna take my turn, my action.
Right. So then it's up to Drace then.
Okay, so theoretically, with magic invisibility, you would still displace like a physical object you were moving through, correct?
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you were moving through, let's say, curtains,
Yeah.
okay? Now, are the curtains currently open or closed?
The curtains, with it being, I did specify as the 30-foot ceiling, and I also specified it was kind of, they were pulled back, fairly open. It is a more open space.
Some of them are burned.
No,
Is
because
there
of the
is there a
height,
way
it
to
wouldn't have
let
touched
them
it.
down?
There are drawstrings you can reach on the pillars that are there to close them if they need be.
Okay, Grace is going to go ahead and do that then. He's going to move to, let me see, which one's closer? Me.
So they would be
Both
like
of them-
right here and right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, then he will go ahead and pull the drawstrings and shout out, close the curtains. If he moves between them, we'll see them move.
You can get to both of them.
Okay.
So you go and close. You pull the strings.
I
And
say he'll do this one first and then do this one, so he'll end up there.
Okay, so when you pull the string, it's actually holding the two of them combined up.
Mm-hmm.
So this one shuts along with all three of them, all three spaces. The curtains go out in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
They do go all the way from the ceiling to the floor. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Right. It is now his turn. I drew on this, and then I moved him to the spot where I drew. I don't know what I did. Okay. So, you all hear pretty loudly. You hear him say, well, let's make this a little more fun. And, hold on, I have to pull it up because I just downloaded it. Okay. And he appears... I have to wait for this to upload now. Hold on. I should have this before the game, but you know, I said I was like, I feel like I'm going to be underprepared. Guess what I was? Underprepared. Let me turn this the right way. Bloop. Okay. And he appears right here. With that, you... Kethra? It's Kethra, Triton, and Richter would now see, because you close the curtains. The ground right in front of Kethra right here, starts to shake a bit. And then rocks seem to form together and just gather. And in front of you appears...
Oh shit!
He wants elemental form. No. He summoned one. Oh.
He has a minion now.
And as you actually see him first, as he's raising his hand, and you see the magic coming from his fingertips, as an earth elemental comes out of the ground right in front of you.
Would I be able to get my shot off at him before the earth elemental, or...
Since the earth elemental was... This is why I asked you. Because he broke the invisibility because he's casting a spell. That's why I asked. So he's able to get the earth elemental off before you're able to get the shot off.
Okay. Wow.
So can I fire my shot at the earth elemental?
Sure. Or Richter could still get his shot off too. So you can roll an attack. It would be against the earth elemental though. Which I had which I pulled up in the book. Because I'm underprepared. I'm making this. I'm like,
15.
he's not gonna do this. What was it?
15.
That does not hit.
And I'm gonna shout Earth Elemental in the middle.
In my mind, I don't know how to feel about it.
Okay. Okay, so Richter shoots off his. Since he hold his action, gets 2. Well, the first one hits with 9.
What would happen if I tried to fight that guy? Okay.
And then his second attack would hit also.
Oh no.
A
Wait.
No, Richter's shooting crossbow
Okay,
bolts.
good. I thought
That's
the Earth Elemental was
much
going.
higher than the other one. It's math 24. Not 24. Why did I say 24? It's 14. Math. Yeah, that's right. Alright. He fires up the
I
2
would like-
crossbow bolts. Triton can see them jab both into his side. And he does take a step back, and you can see more dust come out of the hits. And some sort of powder. But he's still going. Those are the. I'm pretty sure those are the. That's his turn, and those were the holding their turns for an attack
Okay.
right there. So now it'd be over to Malak. Okay, she.
Okay, I'm going to. So the curtains are closed right now, so I can't
Yeah.
see what's going on.
You heard like a rumbling. You do hear crossbow bolts going off. Catherine, was it a bow shot?
I also shouted.
Yeah, she also shouted. So
I have a question. Is there some space over the curtain to send a spell over?
the curtains go from the ceiling to the floor, but you can get in between the curtains fairly easy. It's not like they're locked. It's kicked. No, it's curtain.
Okay, no, it's just because I didn't want to get like super.
Yeah,
close.
they go from the ceiling to the floor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go. What is the movement on a bear? Is 40 feet. Holy crap!
Yeah,
Is
they're
there?
fast.
I just burst through the curtain.
And you see a large elemental, and you see him standing behind it with Kethra just in its face, like, oh damn. Is that your turn?
30, 35. Nope, that's just my movement. And then I'm gonna attempt to attack him again.
Alright,
Just because
front attack.
I will do my multi-attack. So, bite and then claw. 9 for the bite.
To attack.
Yes, 9 to attack.
That misses.
And wow, that's terrible. 22 for the claw.
That does hit. Roll damage.
Da-da-da-da. That is 13 damage on the claw.
Alright. The claw. The claw.
I'll get you, Gadget!
God damn.
Sorry, I had to. It's my favorite cartoon as a kid.
So,
I couldn't not.
Is that your turn? Good, that's your turn
Yeah,
completely.
that is the end of my turn
Uh,
completely.
I think we're done with all the holding, so I think Triton's up
Yeah.
now.
Would have been a lot better if you hadn't moved, but I can still make this work. Yeah, let's do that. From wait. No.
Oh, wait.
Damn it!
You can move. There's a thing called legs. You have them. You could use those legs.
Yeah, just back
Okay,
up.
let's use
Like if you
those
moved up
slots.
1 square, you would have been fine.
Okay. Now. Yeah, yes. Okay. Perfect. I'm casting Shatter at level 3. And the genie, that thing, inorganic material, yeah? Because you said it was like stone, it's all cracked.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So, Constitution saving throws from both of them at disadvantage. And I don't know when I'm supposed to specify this. Channel Divinity, when it comes to lightning or thunder damage, it just does full damage. No rolling necessary.
Boom.
All right. You
Nice.
figure out what the full damage is while I do the rolls. So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. With disadvantage for both of them.
Fucking genie has 3 saving throws he's good at. It's not fucking Constitution. Right. What was it? I'm trying to beat.
Oh, my DC is 14.
Zamir gets it. That's a natural 1. On the elemental.
Oh boy.
Okay.
How much
So-
damage is that? That's balling.
So
Elemental would take 32, and Genie would take 16.
That's balling.
You gonna ask me how I want to do it?
yes, how do you want to do this?
Yes.
Oh. I've never had to describe how to do thunder damage.
He had 15
What do
health,
you
if you're
think
wondering.
is-
You like 16, I'm like... Usually it's like the other way around, you get like 14, I'm like...
Yes.
32.
Okay, whatever causes the most destruction possible, that's how I want them both to die. thunder, of course.
Alright, I can do that. Well, the elemental doesn't die, but...
Oh, yeah, well. I got the other guy.
So, shatter is thunder damage, right? It's just a loud sound that does a lot of damage. Correct, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, you take a step back, realizing you're too close, and you raise your hand, and you thrust your palm out, and everyone can hear it, but it doesn't hurt them. You just hear the loud crash. You see Zamir, who just raised up the elemental after being clawed by the bear. He looks over at you, looks directly into your eyes, and you just thrust your palm out, and you see him just go, and you hear it, then you see him just go to dust.
Okay.
So you see him go into a white powder that covers pretty much the bear next to him and the ground around him.
And Al Capone for some reason.
Anyways,
So, like, the big bag of powder just exploded.
yeah, if you took flour and put a firecracker in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So that's your
Yeah.
turn. It's gonna be Richter's turn. I'm gonna fire some shots at the elemental. That will hit. And the second one definitely hits. 13 for the first one. And the second one, I'm not sure if I'm rolling these right. It's even more. 16 for the second one. Math, shit.
Message.
Did it. No, that's not right. What did I do? There we go. You can't see what I just did, but that was just crazy. Anyways, that's his turn. Back up to Kethra.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward and hit him with my hit the elemental with my rapier.
Technically within 5 feet before.
Oh,
Yeah,
so I
and-
won't.
You were like
I
inside
won't
of it. There you go. I like
Okay.
to enter the elemental.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna hit him with my rapier,
Right?
probably. No,
Okay.
unless an 11 hits. No.
No. I'm glad I'm gonna roll. No.
But I don't think I need to have hit to use my bonus action unarmed
You just need to
strike.
make the attack. It's kind of like the barbarian thing, where you just need to make the attack in order to maintain rage. It's the same thing.
That's a little better. That's
It's an
a
11.
13.
That is a little better. It's not enough, but
It's not a lot better, no. And I'm gonna
keep inching closer.
back the fuck up.
He's going to get an attack opportunity on you.
No, because I have the mobile feat and I attacked him. Doesn't matter whether I hit or not.
You're right. I didn't know you had the mobile feet, so.
Yeah, that's why I have such ridiculous movement. I have a 50-foot movement speed because
I just didn't count it. And I'm like, he's probably right. So that's your turn?
Yeah.
To Michaela.
My useless turn. But at least I'm not in melee range anymore.
I am going to attack the elemental twice.
Go for it.
A bite. 18 to bite.
That hits. I think the scariest looking elemental is the air elemental.
One's all
Four.
jagged, right?
That is 5 damage for the bite, and then I will roll claw
Technically, he's already bleeding.
for a 22.
That hits.
2d6, 4. That is 9 damage. Wow, my damage is lame sauce.
Well, combined, you
Okay.
did a good amount. You would bite and claw at his gigantic rock leg, and able to take a couple pebbles off. Trace, you're up.
Okay.
We should call you
I am
Dracer.
going to. I am
Careful
going
with those butt
to.
poses.
I'm
Anyways.
not even gonna. I'm gonna
Topical.
come up to the elemental.
Right.
And I am going to cast Booming Blade again.
Right. Do it.
No quickening or anything, just normal Booming Blade.
Do it. Do
I would really like to this time. And I might have actually done it this time. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so what it does is my normal weapon damage, which is 1d6 plus 3.
Mhm.
And then 1d8 of lightning damage.
Right.
Or no, thunder damage, I'm sorry. 1d8 of thunder damage.
Everyone's just thundering out.
You know, when you guys first made these characters, I thought they don't have a tank. This is probably not going to end well. Until I realized you're all glass cannons. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, it gets better. So that was 8 damage total from... No, sorry, forgot to add the 3. That was 11 damage total from that. It is enveloped in booming energy. If it willingly moves before the start of my next turn, it automatically takes 2d8 thunder damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
It's now
The
its turn.
bear, the bear is the closest thing we've got to a tank right now.
Well, the bear is close. Also, he just came within melee range too.
No, but I mean the closest thing to a tank.
Yeah, but you haven't really been hit that much as a bear.
Yeah, but I got
Except for that
to.
one time that almost killed her.
Well, that was the
No,
first.
I was.
She was.
I was,
yeah,
I was
she
still
was.
normal form.
Yeah, she wasn't bear.
Oh,
Mine-
yeah.
My normal form is delicate as all hell.
Slam attack against Drace.
Aw, why you gotta do that?
Unnatural 20.
Can I use my reaction?
What's your reaction?
Do
Shield?
it.
Is that your fighting type?
No, that is the spell that gives me a +5 to AC as a reaction.
All right, you can.
Plus
Yes,
2 doesn't help, I see.
that would mean you could do that because it's a reaction.
Okay. So that makes my AC with the +2. That would make it 22.
That does not hit then.
Okay.
Like you swing for, you raise your hand up and you see a shield, a magical shield, just appear in front of you. And his hand slams into it, and he pulls it back and he goes and swings around for the bear. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
21. Okay. 13 bludgeoning damage. As
Yep.
his fist comes slamming onto your back.
Okay.
That is his turn. Its turn. Sorry, I don't know what it identifies as. Triton, you're up.
Let's play it safe and do another shatter level this time.
Another shot.
Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
And with disadvantage because he's still a gigantic rock monster. Rock monster.
Yeah. Unless that changed.
Let me check. Oh,
Oh, okay, good.
he's gonna fail because I just rolled 2 3s in a row. So
Ooh-wee. Okay, that should
hold
be
on, it would be a total of 8.
No, sorry.
Anyways,
That'd be 3D. I should have kept that up.
that shatter.
Yeah.
The first shot you did was insane. So this,
I know, right?
yeah.
Channel divinity.
Wait, isn't
That's
it with,
already a very good roll.
Isn't it with you? You said they automatically, because of Channel Divinity, it's already maxed out.
Yeah, no die damage rolling needs to be done because it's max.
Yeah, so you already got it. So what's the max?
Oh no, that was I only get that the one time.
Oh, okay.
I can't use it on this one.
Oh, sorry.
That's
You only get one.
yeah, I know.
that was-
I'm
that
not
was a
using it on
pretty-
this one.
No,
That still
it-
makes 22 damage.
All right.
That's still pretty good.
Still, Shatter's so good. Anyway. You do it again, you see actually rocks start to fall off of it, but it's still standing. Up
Yes.
next
Oh.
is Richter. That's not gonna hit.
No.
That's not gonna hit either. Just poof, poof, poof. Boom. All misses. Kethro, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna run forward and take another swing with my rapier. Using a different die.
Isn't she technically in his square again?
It's
it's
fine.
not. It's 3 by 3, right? Is
Yeah.
he like humongous?
Yeah, he's a large.
Should I stop here? I mean,
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't care.
Whatever.
You're within range. It's fine.
Just hit him.
17.
That barely hits.
Woo!
Okay, and I get sneak attack because they are adjacent to him.
Jason.
Jason.
Jason. Jason.
17 damage.
Oh, there's a pencil.
He's the Earth Elemental, the Origami Killer. Is that what we're saying?
Jason.
And I'm going back up again.
All right.
Oh wait, no. I'm gonna use my bonus action for my unarmed
Yes,
attack.
you do. Yes, you definitely want to do that. Do that now.
I think he's low on health, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
18.
That hits.
Yes!
You punch him dead.
In the face.
Yeah.
Can you read this?
No. Yes.
1.
I can see.
Oh my God.
Can you read that?
Actually, you know what? You know what? I didn't add my modifier to the damage for the rapier blade. That should have had an extra +5.
Punch him. Punch him.
No,
Yeah, punch him.
Please
But I'm
kill him
gonna
with
punch
the
him.
punch.
I'm gonna punch
He
him.
is an Earth
I'm gonna punch
Elemental.
him, and I got
Okay.
I still got sneak attack.
Punch him to dust. You only get sneak attack once.
Kill him. We know this.
Punch him.
16 damage.
Good God.
Hold on, let me clear my throat.
I punched him to death.
How do you want to do this? Big X.
I swing with my rapier, and then I kick him over.
Right. You walk up and you swing with your rapier. You and hitting you assume his rock knee, and you pretty much knock off his entire right leg, and he goes down and lands on it. He's holding up his hands. He looks over at you as you just punch him straight in the face. No, you kick him, right? You kick him.
Yeah.
You kind of like step onto his leg like that. You get up and you kick him straight in the face, and he falls back, and you see his head actually tumble off and land, roll, and he's laying down, headless, legless, in the middle, dead. Not moving. So,
That was great. Let's do it again.
Let's not. But it was pretty cool, though.
I'm going to.
I say, still standing atop the dead elemental.
I'm gonna go over and dump my bags of rocks on top of both of them.
all right, you walk over, you just start throwing the rocks at him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the pile of dust. Is there anything cool in the pile of dust that you see that dude?
There's
There's some cool rocks.
There's a couple. There's a necklace. There's a couple rings.
I'm gonna drop
about
my.
There's
I'm gonna
also
drop-
many chests full of treasure in this room that we are in.
I am going
To go
drop-
through the chests.
I'm going to drop my beast form and start
Okay.
looting the dust pile.
If I remember right, there are 5 of you, so you can probably each get your own chest as you go and unlock them and look inside. The gold is still there. The gems are still there. You start looking
What are
through.
we gonna do about all our slaves?
You start looking through, gathering all the things, and you realize you guys are still stuck on an island with a bunch of things.
But when we get off, we'll be rich.
I'm
We can
going
have slaves
to.
build a boat.
If you get off.
We have
There might
slaves.
be, if there was
Is
one
this about
village
to be
here,
a
there might be more.
cliffhanger?
There might be more civilization on the island if there was one village.
Sequel?
And that's where we're ending this.
Did we
But
get
we're ending with bags full of gold. It's not a bad place to be.
No, not. It's really not. It's really not.
What about the bling from the dust pile? I want to know what's in the dust pile. Is it just mundane bling, or is it? cool bling?
It's a nice necklace. There's nice rings. Yeah. If you didn't know how
Yes.
the Dao die, when they die, they turn into powder. So I thought that was pretty badass. You're like sound. You just
I'm
like
literally
dubstep.
I literally
Somewhere out of one of the chests, Rick James jumps out.
I'm literally still covered in
Yeah.
dust.
You're covered in
I'm-
a man right now. And on that note, thank you
That's
everyone
And
for
a
coming
miserable
out.
pile of dust. I think that goes.
That was
Hey, I got it.
Thank you everyone for coming out.
That was
It's been
amazing.
so much fun DMing these, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. I hope my players enjoy playing. Thank you, man, for joining us for this wild and crazy adventure.
Thank you for having me. That was so much fun.
Next week we're going to continue with our third one, which I announced on Twitter. You can go to visit my Twitter, Sona Bryce Live, on Twitter. Follow me, because I do updates about it all the time. I advertise it like crazy. I believe I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to actually say what it's called, because I really like this next one. Go to me. Thank you. Where's mine? There. Sorry. It's called All the Lord's Horses. It's Sarah's idea, and she told me about it. I'm excited so much about it. You have
So
no
we're
idea.
gonna be
That's
the king's
amazing.
men.
It's all the
We're
Lord's
gonna have
horses.
to put an egg back together again.
That's the joke I went for.
That's how it
She
goes.
was telling me about
Yeah.
it. I'm like, I have the perfect name for this. But you guys will see what happens with that next week. This will be going up on YouTube within the next couple days as soon as I can make the thumbnail and everything.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank everyone for coming out one more time, one last time. And see you next time.
So much fun. Can we do that again?